when they get a taste of it.
Never use this character again. Hey everyone, and welcome to Back Issues. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
And I'm back on the couch again.
Woo.
Because we didn't think about the fact that Sal would be going away when I filmed my last episode. So I have pulled together an episode that you already know what it is. And I don't think many people are going to watch this one. But I don't care because I really, really like this book. And I'm really looking forward to you coming along on the journey with me to finding this book. We're going to be talking about Moon Knight.
Now, why would you even read a Moon Knight book?
Because this was a new Moon Knight book.
Okay, so you're like, let me give Moon Knight a chance.
Literally that. I was, in the midst of like just trying new things, checking out books as they were coming out, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. It's Jed McKay, writing.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Fair.
We've probably done a book by him, and I just don't remember it.
I'm sure you have.
The name sounds familiar.
Yes,
Yeah.
But he's written like for Doctor Strange, and he's writing for X-Men right now, and he's written all kinds of things. He wrote some Avengers, some of his best stuff has been his character work, especially Moon Knight, which is a character he really loves.
Okay.
As is proven by a letter in one of the later issues where he talks about the fact that he was just like, this was my dream, was to write for Moon Knight. I always wanted to write for Moon Knight, and he finally got his shot with this book.
I mean, I can't imagine it's that hard.
I mean, come on, Jed, shoot a little higher.
It's Jed with a D.
Oh, Jed with a D?
Yeah, Jed.
Did he find some crude in the ground?
Yes. Sure. What?
Yeah, space oil.
Well, that's just Helldivers.
Yes.
This book came out in 2021.
Okay.
This is a very modern run
Pretty
on
new.
Moon Knight.
Yeah. Was that around the time of the show? Do you suppose?
I think it was just after. Moon Knight was in an interesting place. We'll get into that for sure before we get into the book.
Which Moon Knight even is this? Aren't there a bunch of them or something?
There's only one Moon Knight, my friend.
Well, there's only one Moon Knight, but there's
We'll also get into that.
Okay.
It ran for 30 issues. I read every issue. I read all 3 annuals. I read the follow-up series.
Oh.
I read the follow-up series to that, and I'm still reading it. I have
wow.
easily read about 50 issues of this run of Moon Knight.
It was that bad, huh?
Yeah.
I just gotta see. I just gotta see how bad it gets.
It's like a train wreck. I can't turn away.
This series, written by Jed McKay, and all of the other ones that follow it, which for a lot of people, when they see it, they're like, I don't understand. Do I read these together or whatever? I totally understand that. Just start here. Just always start with this. Just read 1 through 30. Then you can read, I think it's Vengeance of the Moon Knight. Then you get into Blood Hunt, which we will absolutely do one day.
Blood Hunt.
Blood Hunt?
Yeah, it was a Jed McKay event. I really enjoyed it.
It was a Moon Knight event?
No.
Oh.
Moon Knight does feature in it.
It was an event.
It was a different event.
I
But
see.
because he was writing Doctor Strange, I think Avengers, and Moon Knight at the time, all of those kind of play in heavily,
cool.
and they're the best written tie-ins because it was his event.
Right.
Why is this a thing that I suddenly was like, I'm going to read this and then stuck with it? Because of a little thing I like to call Jed McKay Remembers. Okay? And what that means is Jed McKay has like a lot of knowledge. And so like when you're reading his Doctor Strange, you'll suddenly realize, oh, Jed McKay remembered that. Like he read that in a book years ago and he put it in. And it's something you haven't seen in a while. And there it is, because Jed McKay remembered it. And that is part of the reason why this is so successful, because Jed McKay manages to blend, I remember things and I know the continuity and the lore of the character, with I also know I need to make it fresh and new and I'm going to introduce some new stuff. But he does it in such a flawless way that like you're going to meet a whole bunch of people in here that he has created, and I have completely fallen in love with them, and a lot of Moon Knight fans are also just into this whole new era for him, right? Moon Knight has like kind of like a cast of characters he's been traveling around with for a while. We haven't seen them in a bit. Some of them died, some of them whatever, right? We're like, let's make some new guys, and it just worked really well. And that's like a testament to, I think, his ability as a writer, but also his love of this character. Like he wanted to take care of this character, and I think he did a really good job. And this is from someone who's literally not read any other Moon Knight.
Well, I was gonna say, what Moon Knight knowledge did you bring into this run?
None.
0.
I mean, like other than like the basic knowledge of what I might have picked up from random things, right?
Right.
I didn't read the Charlie Houston, I didn't read the Jeff Lemire, I didn't read any of it. It just wasn't a character that really appealed to me because I didn't really know what he was. And over time, he's had a lot of like this like same like certain facets to his character, but how writers have treated him, as writers often do, they change the lens a little bit. And like not all of it appealed to me necessarily, or I just didn't have a full understanding of who he was. And that's what McKay has brought to the table, because now I have more of an interest to pick those up because of McKay's...
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna go back and read? Like,
I would actually,
old
I
Moon
would
Knight
like
now?
to. I would very much like to, because McKay manages to be like, in this first issue in this run, like explain a whole bunch of stuff without going like, and now I'm going to explain a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
It all makes
good.
sense the way he does it, and you're like, cool, and you get to know Moon Knight's like backstory while also experiencing a current, adventure. This is also a breath of fresh air because of the fact that Moon Knight had just kind of been raked across the coals in the current Avengers that was coming out. Well, it had wrapped, I guess, in like 2020, written by Jason Aaron. Khonshu told Moon Knight, hey, listen, you gotta help me take over the Earth. And Moon Knight was like, okay, cool. And then he
really
proceeds
familiar.
to fight the Avengers and somehow like win and steal their powers. Like he goes up against like Doctor Strange and Thor.
somehow beats them?
And yeah. And it's just kind of like hand wavy how it happens. So
Well,
that's fair.
Khonshu, he's got the Khonshu power.
Yeah, that's an actual god, Tiffany.
Yeah.
it's not really how it works because he's really just a guy.
Right.
Right? Who just comes back.
Yeah.
So anyway, Moon Knight's post that. People are like, characters are mad at him. People are mad at the run. Khonshu has been arrested.
I'm sorry.
What?
What?
Yeah, he's arrested by the Aesir and is being stored in Asgard.
Oh, he's like arrested by God police.
Yes. Yes.
He's in God jail?
He's in God jail. Or wherever.
Interesting.
And so Moon Knight's like, what do I do now? And that's where this picks up.
So
Do
does
they
he,
have like conjugal visits?
does Moon Knight go visit his god?
No.
Do they talk through glass and put their hands on it? And...
Moon Knight, as I think we all know, is not the biggest lover of Khonshu.
No,
right?
he's not.
So,
Does he not have powers if Khonshu's in jail?
well, what powers would you say Moon Knight had? that is-
Strength?
He's really just a dude.
Healing factor of some kind?
I mean,
Doesn't he turn into Moon Knight?
you're
doesn't
thinking
his-
of Sailor Moon.
Is his costume alive?
No, because he's not alive. I
You're
don't-
thinking of Spawn.
Yeah. Well, in the show, well, I only saw the first episode. He turns into Moon Knight, but it's unclear if that's in his head or if that's he's
kinda
actually
puts
turned
the
into.
costume on.
Yeah,
So there's a question of that. But other than that, he's just Moon Knight. Just doing his thing out there.
he's like Batman.
Yes, and that's funny you say that because like Moon Knight, I don't know if Sal ever like talked about this when you guys did the last Moon Knight episode that you did.
It was 10 years ago. I do not remember anything.
Moon Knight was invented by Doug Mensch and Don Perlin, I believe, in a Werewolf by Night comic. Werewolf by Night somehow spawns Moon Knight. Werewolf by Night has like a comic, and they're like, we needed some sort of antagonist, and so they come up with like a mercenary who would later become Moon Knight.
I mean, that makes sense for a werewolf. A knight of the
Sure.
moon, you
Yeah.
turn by the moon, it works.
Yeah, but still bizarre because it's like most people don't know who the hell Werewolf by Night is.
I don't know who
More
that is
people
at
know
all.
who Moon Knight is, right?
That's because they're reading these comics in the day.
Yes. Now, of course, at the time, like, Moon Knight had like 3 aliases that he went by,
Yeah.
right? So you got Mark Spector, Stephen Grant, and Jake Lockley, right? So you got the mercenary, the rich businessman, and the cabbie. Over time, there was like a couple of points where there's like a fill-in writer who like was like, these are just personalities, and it kind of stuck. But they didn't really deal with it until like the 2000s, where they're just like, Moon Knight has dissociative identity disorder, and that's what he has.
Right. He
And
is
so
all 3 of them.
we need to start treating it like that's what it is. And this does. This is like, that's what he has.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, that's what the show does, right? I think.
Yeah, but that came from the comics.
Yeah.
Like, mental health obviously still has like a stigma associated with it, but it's better than it was like in the 80s. It's better than it was like 10 years ago, hopefully. So like when it's treated in here, it's like, it's a thing and it's a real thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's
right,
legitimate. They don't just like lock him away.
Right.
thing he has to
Or
deal
just
with.
like treat him. So this is written by Jed McKay with art by Alessandro Cappuccio. This is one of the first things I ever saw Cappuccio on, and I will tell you, over the 30 issues, Cappuccio hones his ability to like, whatever you think is like looks the best in the first 6 issues, everything looks like that at the end. It's just like there are certain things he nails in the first 6 issues. There are other things where I was like, we're not quite there, but he honed the skills. And when he left the book, I was sad, and I still am. The artist who's there now, they're doing a fine job. But Cappuccio just was like my introduction really to this character, so I have an attachment to it. I mean, not really. Again, I knew the character.
This is your Moon Knight.
This is my Moon Knight. This is definitely my Moon Knight. Which is funny because it's also, random bullshit. Which is what I feel like is how we got to this episode because I didn't know what we were going to do. So random bullshit go! We jump into this book, and I want to point this out because hopefully those of you who read all 30 issues recognize the fact that there is perfect poetry and symmetry to the way this first issue begins, page 1, and this image is repeated. It's freaking awesome. I loved it. That's also, we thought that book was ending there. We didn't know it was going to relaunch with another title.
Okay.
Called it something else. We were all sad. Everybody's sad. We were all so sad. Anyway, so what we see is Mr. Knight. So obviously, as we know, there's Moon Knight and there's Mr. Knight.
Ah, Mr. Knight's his father.
Who's Mr. Knight?
Mr. Knight is the same guy, but he's a different outfit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
I
so
recognize
it's just,
the outfit.
Yes, it's Mark
recall it was
Spector,
called
but
Mr.
when
Knight.
when he is dressed in the suit with the mask on, this is Mr. Knight.
He's a little more sophisticated.
Yes, Moon Knight's the guy who wears that outfit.
Yeah. Okay.
So Mr. Knight is in the Midnight Mission. And I love this because he says, like, welcome to the Midnight Mission. My name is Mr. Knight. How can I help? Hard cut. How can we help? There's a kid, essentially, who is, like, there. His name's Terry. We will see him again. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up. He's like, there are, like, folk going missing on my block. I know, like, everybody says you're the weird guy, but, like, you're the one to talk to about this type of thing. And so we cut to a van screeching down the road in some part of New York, right? And two guys are in the front seat, and they're like, okay, baby vampires. These guys are vampires. And there's a group, there's like four folks in the back, right? And they're like, here's the thing. We turned you into vampires, and now you have to go out and turn other people into vampires.
And the more people you can turn into vampires, you'll gain status.
Right.
But then we'll also gain status off of your status.
Yes.
Right. We're your
100%.
upline.
This is a vampire
scheme.
pyramid scheme.
And who better than Moon Knight for the pyramid scheme?
Vampires are inherently a pyramid scheme. These ones just seem to be aware of it.
They're very aware of it. None of these people in the back wanted to be a vampire. They just became one, and now they're like, well, now you do this.
Just like you don't want to be involved in a pyramid scheme until you're suddenly in a pyramid scheme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're like,
Or a reverse funnel scheme.
So that's where we're at.
Okay.
And I love this because it's like, this is also a reminder of, like, when I say, like, when I use the word crazy, I'm not talking about Moon Knight's mental state. I'm talking about sometimes the actions he does, which are wild and out of control, right? In which it's like, Moon Knight is crazy right now in that, like, he is just going to glide into the front windshield of this car. That's what he's going to do.
Nice.
Because he's like, but I have to stop them.
They're vampires.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Like, I'm not going to take out the truck. I'm not going to plant something.
Nope.
I'm going to crash the windshield.
I do love that one of the vampires is like, what is that? And, you know, he says, nice night.
Nice night.
Yeah. I gotta have a quip.
That's interesting choice of quip. All right.
Yeah, because I'm Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a nice night.
I'm nice.
The van proceeds.
I'm not nice to you.
No, not to you. The van proceeds to do several flips before landing on its side. One of the guys, like, gets out and he's like, oh no. Nope. Moon Knight's like, I warned you. Much like Judge Dredd. Warned you. And then hits the other guy in the head with something. He doesn't know what it is. He turns to see it's the skull of his friend.
Oh.
Moon Knight has killed the other vampire.
That happened quick.
Oh.
Oh no.
Nice.
I'm Moon Knight.
Vampire
You should have
hunter.
run into Spider-Man if you didn't want to die tonight.
Yeah. You're lucky. It could have been Blade.
Yep. So, yeah, that you definitely don't want to run into.
Yeah.
Blade's got a lot going on right now.
I mean, it seems like Moon Knight's going to be doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, I'm just assuming he's maybe slightly less effective, but he seems to be doing
He is
a good job.
very effective. He's super effective, if you will. He refers to this as, this is his territory, it's his congregation, it's his mission. He introduces himself with his logo, and then he proceeds to kill him. The other vampires jump out, and they're like, woo, you killed him. Thank God. Thank you for doing that. And Moon Knight's like, I have to kill you too. And they're like, whoa.
No, you killed the head vampire. We're all turned back, right?
No, that's not how this works.
Nah,
They're like,
works.
we're from this neighborhood. We didn't want this. We're not like them. They're like freaking out. He drops the stake that he presumably is going to use to kill them, and he walks away. And we hard cut again to a doctor's office in which Moon Knight has been meeting with Dr. Sturman, who is a character that has been in Marvel Comics as I think often psychiatrist, psychologist, and part of Moon Knight going back into doing whatever he wants to do after what he did to the Avengers was he had to agree to go see a
therapist?
person, a therapist, to talk to them about.
Right, to get through
I
his
like that the
issues.
Avengers probably put that condition on. They're like, and we know the therapist to speak to.
Yes, and that's it. She specializes in superhero therapy, right? And so he's telling her the story. That's how we're seeing this. And I was like, that's cool. and he mentions one of the people specifically by name. Her name is Reese. Reese is going to become part of this whole story.
The vampire.
The vampire Reese. That's her. There she is. Okay.
Yeah, she was redeemed because she killed the other 3 vampires that were with her.
She did not. They are all fine. They go off and do their own thing. And so, like...
Which is eat more people. Because
No.
they're vampires now.
No.
Do they have a choice?
Attack blood banks.
So...
That blood's already out of people, it's fine.
we deal with the whole, like, her at least part of it. We have to assume they're all doing something similar, right?
Right.
We get a reminder for those of us who are like, who the hell is Moon Knight? Now it's like, of course. My knowledge of Moon Knight comes from him being in other things, not because I had read anything. So I was like, oh, this is cool. This just really reaffirms what I knew about Moon Knight.
This is my first Moon Knight book, so I actually do need this.
Yes, but again, some of it I was like, well, I know he's a follower of Khonshu and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So he talks about like how it's like, she calls it a church, he calls it his mission. He's like, but I am the high priest of Khonshu.
So it's
she's
not
like,
a church.
But aren't you Jewish? And he's like, yeah, my dad was a rabbi, but I was a war criminal, so this works.
But also, like, I'm just saying, being Jewish doesn't negate the fact that Khonshu exists.
It does negate him serving him.
Yeah, it
Because
absolutely
you
does.
cannot put another god in front of that god.
Yeah.
And Khonshu's definitely coming.
There's also only one god if you're Jewish.
Yes.
So
Okay, I'm just saying, while I may be Jewish, Khonshu kicked my butt until I started following him. So, like, kind of got to.
Right? She reminds us too that it was just like you were Mark Spector, you were in the Marine Corps, and then you were like, you know, a military contractor, and he's like, you don't have to like make it sound better than it was. Like I was a bad person and I did bad things for money. And she's like, yeah, but like inevitably you kind of went against your mercenary friends and you died because of that. And he's like, yep.
Do you remember that, Mark?
Do you remember that?
Do you remember you died?
And like she mentions that, like, did you grow a conscience? Like, you know, is Jiminy Cricket in there essentially? And he's like, yep.
Did I grow a Khonshu?
Yeah.
what's he gonna
I
say?
already got
No? Nope.
Nah.
There's no point in me
Nah,
being
I'm good.
here.
I'm good.
Like, he's gonna say he
Yeah,
wants to
whatever.
get out of this, right? Like, he doesn't want to
He's
do this forever.
seemingly, he's just like, whatever I'm doing.
accepted
He's
it.
Yeah,
not,
it seems like he's being honest. He's not trying to, like, get out of a court-appointed
he is still like being not direct about things. He'll be honest, but he's not really opening up, which is a point of contention between these two characters.
honest but evasive.
Yes. And he talks about in depth about one thing, but maybe doesn't talk about the thing they should be talking about.
Sure.
This is our exposition page, but that's why I said it makes sense. Because like she's like, but Khonshu brought you back, and he's like, that's right. In return for him giving back my life, I am now a fist of Khonshu, and I defend those who travel at night. So
Kind of like going over last-minute meetings. Like, we've had a couple of meetings.
yes.
Right.
So let's go
Couple
over
sessions.
where we at. So that's what we need to know about Moon Knight for the most part. Is kind of what is put in these first few pages. And she admits that she's like, let me tell you a little about me, because like, wouldn't a normal therapist not be like kind of be skeptical of this? And
Sure.
but she's like, but obviously that's not who I am.
par for the course for
This is
me.
what I do.
I don't think you're insane. At
Right.
least not because you wear a costume.
Right? And I like this because like as they're talking more, she's like, can I ask you a question? And he's like, sure. She's like, can you die? And he's like, I don't know. Because she mentions that he died at least 2 more times since then.
Right. So
He's
it
like-
kind of seems like you're not going to.
Right? Like what's up with that?
Yeah.
We see Reese seemingly it's like setting, like, you know, Moon Knight's mission or the Midnight Mission. Reese is sitting at a desk. She's like, works for him now, essentially, right? And
Cool.
we see him back in his chair and he's just like, I'm Mr. Knight, how can I help? And there's like this little old lady and she's like, in my apartment at night, I hear things scratching at the door and they whisper such things. And like, I'm frightened and they've tried to take my neighbors. And he's like, okie dokie. And off he goes.
That sounds legit.
That sounds legit. And it is. It's Vermin.
What?
It's Vermin.
What does that mean?
It's
like rats?
No, it's Vermin, the character.
Oh, there's a guy named Vermin?
There's a guy named Vermin. How have you not? Sal's talked about Spider-Man so much. He's like a classic sort of Spider-Man villain.
I don't think I've ever heard of Vermin
Really?
before.
Okay,
Truly.
so luckily Moon Knight explains it for you because like
It looks like
Jed
it's multiple Vermin.
Jed McKay is like, what if you don't know who Vermin is?
Right.
So let's go with Jed McKay's version of
Yeah,
Vermin.
what is he?
He says he's just like Vermin was a mad scientist who used to be a man, right? And
Aren't
then
they all?
and became like a rat creature.
Oh, did he become one of his own lab rats?
Yeah, in a way, and he hates being alone, so
How
he keeps cloning
ironic.
himself.
Oh.
So they're all vermin.
Okay. He
So-
hates being alone, so he made more of himself.
Yep.
That's,
I
sounds
love
about right.
me. I'm the only person I can stand to be around.
That's not a good sign.
What?
I feel ugly today. You're not ugly.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
Thanks.
Thanks, me.
Yeah, I'm great. And so are you.
I know.
So Moon Knight's like, listen, I know who you are. I've taken, like, you tried to eat these people who are in my territory. I killed one of your guys. I'm not Spider-Man.
Right.
You're rolling the dice here with me. So either you can get the hell out of here, or I can finish you off. You can see how far this goes. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
I kill vampires. You're basically like that.
I've killed people before.
Yeah.
What's stopping me now?
Yeah. You're not even like a person. You're
Also,
like
like,
a rat
I could
thing.
kill a lot of you, and there's still one of you left.
Right?
Right.
So it's kind of like it's not murder.
Yeah. If I'm only killing the clones.
Well, they could all be clones at this point.
That's true. Yeah.
So
What you're saying is there's only one way to be sure.
exactly, you gotta nuke this whole sewer from orbit.
So they're just harassing people, just razzling them.
They're just. I think they're trying to eat them.
They're trying to eat them.
Yeah.
Well, I thought they were going after her social security check.
It's just like it's a really aggressive scam.
How did this?
She clicked the link she wasn't supposed to, and Vermin showed up.
How did she hear the vermin and not get eaten by the vermin?
Well, because like she can hear them through her doors, and like they scratch on the doors trying to get people to open the doors. And I'm guessing if you
I
open
guess like
the
an
door,
animal.
Oh, then they come.
they come and take you.
They don't just break down
Okay,
the door.
you live in New York City. You have a peephole. If you see a 6-foot rat outside your
Well, I
door,
guess this is why people
you're
haven't
not
been eating
opening
it.
it.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
maybe they're all on the ground.
They're like hoping that people won't, or they put something over the people so you can't tell.
Exactly. They're who knows who
Yeah, it's like a
they're
picture of a pizza delivery guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time we have a check-in with the therapist, we're gonna get a little more knowledge of Moon Knight, who he is, and where he is right now. So it's like, he actually ends up having an appointment back at the Midnight Mission. So she's like, this place is kind of cool. Let's talk about Khonshu, huh? Like,
I'm looking around. I see a lot of like Egyptian stuff.
yeah. Well, she understands. She has got the dossier on Moon Knight, presumably, right? And he's like, let me just cut to the quick. Khonshu's a piece of shit, and I know he is not worthy of my worship or anyone's worship, really, right?
Why you got all these statues around?
But like, regardless
I
of
kind
that,
of need them.
like unworthy or not, I am still his fist. Like I am still like in this role, and I have to do this, right?
It's kind of like Ghost
like-
Rider. It's like he doesn't like the devil, but
And he's like, I know that like he just literally tried to take over the world, but like here we are. I still got to do this. I still have to like be the
Right.
high priest.
Yeah, it really sucks that he tried to take over the world, but I can't sever my ties with him, apparently.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it has to do with.
have you tried?
It's like a Wookiee life
not
debt.
working for him?
He brought him back.
Yeah.
It is like Mephisto in that way, where it's like I owe him the debt.
Would you
And,
just
like-
feel like you owe him, or are you like compelled, like mentally, like does he control you? Like
I mean, there's a little bit of column A, column B. I mean, I think there's, as we discover throughout like the rest of this volume, that like the fact that like he was a mercenary, like I think Mark fears that there's nothing more to him, and so like rolling into this position just is easy
yeah.
because at least he can do some good, but also he's just like, but that's what I am. I'm just kind of a piece of crap.
Well, it also helps him like somewhat absolve himself of responsibility for his actions, because it's like I'm just doing what Khonshu tells me to do. Like maybe he kind of like likes killing people,
Exactly.
and it's like this is a way that I could do it without
And
it
I-
being my fault.
And I think other authors have explored that concept, so we're not going to really get a lot of that in here. But anyway, there's like this really great moment. It has nothing to do with the story, really, except for the fact that it kind of establishes the relationship that Mark and Reese have. Because Reese is like a teenager, right? So there's like no romantic entanglement
Right.
here.
And a
But-
vampire.
Yes, but she's also is a teenager, so she's just like, I don't give a shit about you. What?
Right.
Stop.
A creepy old man.
So like, she's like walking through as they're having the therapy appointment, and like he's like, Reese, could we have some coffee? She's like, get it yourself. It's like that's it. That's the end of that scene. I was just like, I love that so much
Cool.
because he's like,
It's like that's not what I do.
I'm not here for that. I'll answer the phone.
And I barely do that.
Yeah, and I'm
What?
What? Midnight Mission.
Hello?
What?
Hello?
What?
What? Is this the Midnight Mission?
Yeah, what?
Never mind.
Yeah, that's right. If they needed help, they would have stayed on the phone.
Yeah, right.
So, Mark's off on another adventure in which they got a call. There's a supervillain attacking a clinic, like a free clinic kind of thing. And so, like, he lands and he sees 8-Ball. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We don't need to
I know
about
we've seen 8
right
Ball
now.
before. I don't remember
He's just a loser.
what he looked like, but he's just,
It's just
got an
exactly.
8 Ball.
Yeah, he's just an 8 Ball.
helmet.
And he's getting the crap kicked out of him by a doctor.
Good.
Essentially. And Moon Knight's like.
Well, it seems like you have this in hand.
Yeah, literally, he's punching him, and he's just like, "Well, don't stop on my account. Just keep punching him. He deserves it. That guy sucks." And the doctor's like, Moon Knight, cool.
You kill this guy for me? You do that stuff, right?
Yeah, Moon Knight's like your style, mister. He's like, I'm a doctor. His name is Dr. Badr. He has taken over the free clinic, and he's like, I was wondering when I was going to meet you. Awesome. He's like, he just looks at him, and he's just like, you've got a sacred duty, being the Fist of Khonshu. And Moon Knight's kind of like, okay. Are you like...
Are you like a fan?
You
or
like him?
Like, what's all this about? He just keeps talking about it. He's like, what you do, like the way you handle things is blasphemous, it's absurd, like all this stuff. And like Moon Knight's like, I'm sorry, like I'm the Fist of Khonshu.
And you are?
He's like, are you like part of the Khonshu cult or something? Because like I gotta tell you,
you're like a fanboy.
You definitely don't outrank me, buddy. And he's like, let me tell you something, Moon Knight. In the cult of Khonshu, there's only one who outranks me, and it ain't you. And Moon Knight's like,
Are you like the heart of Khonshu?
He's the foot of Khonshu. It's just total Ninja Turtle.
Are you the
crossover.
mouth of Khonshu?
Yes, he's gonna
maybe.
ride out. Be really big mouth. So, inevitably, during one of his appointments, Dr. Starman.
Now they're just on a bench?
Yeah,
they just go random places?
Yeah. Whatever.
Have you never seen Good Will Hunting? Sometimes therapy happens on a bench.
I assume what it is.
One time it happened on a bench. The rest of the times it was in the office.
It often comes back to there. I assume it's wherever she can get him to meet.
I guess.
Like if he's out and about, she's like, I'll meet you there. Like to make the appointment, let's just do it, right?
Right.
So she talks about, tells an ancient story about an Irish poet and just all this stuff that, and like he was like a crappy writer and stuff like that, and nobody gave a crap about him, and he didn't know how to write feast or sing or anything like that, right? And then like out of the blue, he just randomly was, and the idea was that like clearly like he had a dream from an angel and it touched his head and all of that, right? But like they're talking about his she thinks she's talking about his dissociative identity disorder, and she's like, no, we can treat that, we can cope with that in some way, shape, or form, right? She's like, I'm talking about the fact that you've had literal contact with a god. What does that do to your brain? Like, what is happening in there? Because it's like, I feel like it's probably changed your brain structure.
You mean like physically?
physically.
I don't know. I haven't had a brain scan in a long time.
Right? Yeah. Can you imagine?
Is that what she's getting at?
Yeah.
Like, does she want him to like get a CAT scan or something?
I think she's just like talking about the fact that like maybe, but also that like, we're dealing with a lot more than maybe you think. It's not just the one thing.
Right.
Like there's this other component.
Right. That you haven't really explored. You're just kind of like accepted.
Yeah. You're just like,
and
whatever.
I kind of want to deal with that.
She's concerned that Moon Knight, because of his dealing with his dissociative identity disorder and Khonshu, that like he's really good with dealing with high pressure situations in a way that's not letting him actually move past or heal.
He never
Tearing through zombies with a chainsaw.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of things. We just see like a whole like here's what he's doing in the Midnight Mission area. You can see like he marks buildings with the symbol of the moon, lets people know this area is protected by Moon Knight.
He also pees on it so dogs know.
He doesn't want Werewolf by Night getting back in here. He's like, no, bad dog,
My area.
get out.
Is the idea here that like because he can handle all these like scenarios in this mission, it gives him like an excuse to be like, oh, I gotta do the mission, I gotta do this stuff, and then like he's never like a normal person.
It's that like yes, but like that he'll act like he's totally fine because he can handle the high pressure situations.
Right, where a
but that's
normal
not the
person would be like, I gotta
reality.
deal with this.
That's not the reality of it. Like
Yeah.
it's just that he has numbed himself to it. He was a mercenary. He's the Fist of Khonshu. Like it's all these things. He's just like,
right.
and so like the personalities, like, they come and go. And earlier in this, we see them less. In fact, in this
Yeah,
first
we haven't
volume,
seen
we
any-
won't see them at all.
Interesting. Yeah, so far he hasn't. We haven't even seen him in his. He's only been Moon Knight or Mr. Knight so far in
he's
this
been
book.
Moon Knight. See, there he is.
Yeah, Moon Knight or Mr. Knight, but we
Yeah.
haven't seen him be him. We haven't seen him be
Interesting that
any
you
of
note that.
his.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Like,
yes.
is he not being a regular guy at any point? Is he just Moon Knight or Mr. Knight all the time right now?
Yes, he is.
That's not good.
That's not good at all. Obviously, he keeps a very interesting schedule. He is active at night and he sleeps during the day, much like a vampire. That's why Reese working for him works so well. They have the exact same schedule.
Right.
Yeah, but if you had opposite schedules, you could get twice the work done.
Right? Well, they don't. And
Well, they're not doing that.
and he's not going to get up that early.
Also, she's gonna eat you.
Yeah, maybe. No, she's vegan. It makes this really hard for her.
That would, yes.
Does he lie to her and tell her it's tomato juice?
No. She knows that she has to. It's just that like it is out of a bag. It's by donors.
Right,
You know, she's
right.
not going to hurt anybody to get at.
Yeah.
We established that across the street from the Midnight Mission, someone is keeping tabs on Moon Knight.
It's the daylight mission.
They have all sorts of equipment. They're listening. They have photos of all the personalities of Moon Knight, of Mr. Knight, all of it. Someone is keeping very intense tabs on the Midnight Mission and Moon Knight in particular.
Is it the Avengers?
Who is it indeed? No, it's very much more like immediately
guy.
you're like, this is not good.
It's not a good person.
It's not good at all.
That's not someone
this
who's-
person's like, you have so much potential, but you use like other people and other things as a crutch, as like your sacred duty. But like, don't worry, like I'm gonna fix this for you. I'm gonna make this
Okay.
better. Like I'm gonna break you.
So it's someone he's screwed over in the past or something, or defeated.
I don't know. We're gonna find out. He wants to see who Moon Knight really is.
Right.
Right? Okay. So, as the two of them were talking, somebody passes by. If you're a keen-eyed reader, you know it's Dr. Badr from earlier.
Dr. Badger. It's Dr. Honey Badger.
He goes to his place, I guess the clinic potentially, takes off, or maybe his apartment, takes off his jacket and puts on his own mask, and we see that he also has a big scary statue of a moon god.
He's like a reverse Moon
He
Knight.
calls himself the Hunter's Moon. Listen, this volume is just a whole series of a bunch of stuff until the last two issues, where it's just like we're launching into what this is actually going to be about. But really,
So it's like one-off adventures.
it's kind of one-off adventures, but it's the tether of like trying to figure out where in Moon Knight's head Moon Knight is, and also like establishing some characters we're going to be seeing throughout the 30 issues, some that we're not, and also just get a feel for Moon Knight's therapy. Like the fact that like, yes, he did screw with the Avengers, but like, let's not talk about that so much. The fact that he is not really speaking with Khonshu at this point. All these things.
How does he have like any income?
Because
how does he live?
Stephen Grant is a businessman.
Is a rich
Yeah, but
businessman.
if he's not being any of those characters,
Well,
the money exists.
He's living off his passive income.
Yes. Yeah. No, Stephen's got them.
He had
taken
investments and so forth.
does he know his other identities when he is Moon Knight?
care of. This Moon Knight does.
Okay.
This Moon
Because I'd be
Knight
like,
is-
how do you know your pin?
Right.
Your
He could
ATM?
tap in.
No, the
yeah.
Moon, like they all know each other, and he could just. They
He could also
talk
just
to each other.
set up a recurring like check
yeah.
sent to himself. you know.
Exactly.
But if he's not being that,
He'd have to send
You'd
it to
have to
each of
think
the
about
three
it ahead of time.
personalities.
Yes.
Every personality gets a
Or
stipend.
just to the Midnight Mission, right? You could just do it to the
That's true,
to the
yeah.
company.
Yeah.
He put the Midnight Mission in like one of the worst areas in New York. He doesn't say where it is. Just one of the worst areas in New York.
And what does the mission do other than be Moon Knight's base?
That's it. You go to the mission when you need help. You talk to Mr. Knight, and then Mr. Knight takes care of your problem.
he's the A-team?
Da 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 da. It's Moon Knight. It works.
I tried to. I'm like, what is this like? It's not like anything. Like, Moon Knight Mission sounds like it's like a charitable organization.
Midnight Mission.
The Midnight Mission. I'm sorry.
Excuse
the
me.
Midnight Mission. It sounds like
The Moon
they're-
Knight Mansion.
Like, you know, you come in and you get like food or something,
No.
or a place to sleep. But it's like, no, it's just a room with a guy, and you tell him your
There's
problems.
an office. There's
And
an
he
op-
makes them
like,
go
there's
away.
a little thing here.
Yeah, it's
Come
not really a
in.
mission. It's like your office.
But it's his mission.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yes, it has. A
I like the
dual
double
meaning, I
entendre of
guess.
that.
Yes. Yes. But I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of like churches don't stay open for people to come in anymore anyway. So at least he's open throughout the
They
night.
usually do have a service or something, though.
He has a service. It's
Yes.
hurting people.
Yeah, it's called punching your
Can you
problem
pray to
away.
Khonshu there? Is that an option?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I guess you could.
Can you do
But he wouldn't
anything
want you
other
to.
than tell Moon Knight your problems?
Not right now.
Yeah, you can tell Reese your problems, and
Yeah.
she won't listen.
And she won't care. As you can see, she's got the blood bag. He's like eating Chinese food. She's drinking that.
So they're both gonna be hungry in an hour.
Yeah, essentially. they talk a little bit, like, obviously, these two are trying to get to know each other a little bit more, so he must have asked about her parents, because it just launches into a conversation where she's like, my parents? Like, yeah, they're not super happy with my condition, nor are they very happy with me running around with a guy in a white hood. And he's like, these are my vestments.
Yeah. This is
Oh, that
unrelated
makes it better.
to that other white hood.
Look, it's round, it's not pointy, okay?
Hey, look, the Pope wears white too, all right?
They know that folks have been being attacked throughout his area, but they haven't been able to get like a beat on what's happening or find the pattern just yet. But he's pretty sure it's probably going to happen again tonight. And that's when a young man comes in. He's been like beaten up. He's bleeding. And like he's just like, hey, you that like freaky guy? I need help. They bring him in. They do in fact treat his wounds here.
Oh, okay.
Because like Moon Knight served in the Marines. He's a mercenary.
Do
And
some
so like
combat medic
he
stuff,
field dresses him. And
More like field
I mean,
undresses
realistically, he's just going to give him a tourniquet and send him on his way.
yeah, he does all sorts of things. And he, starts explaining what happened, and he's like, basically, he got worked over by a bunch of old people.
Old people. Vampires.
No.
Something else.
Something else is in
That
the
makes
neighborhood.
old
Bingo
people
club.
strong.
There's something strange in his neighborhood. And,
Is it a ghost?
no.
Oh, then why'd you say it like that?
Because who are you going to call?
The
I
Ghostbusters.
mean, I called the Ghostbusters
Call Moon
normally.
Knight. Call Moon Knight.
That's not who I would call.
Okay, well.
I'd call the police.
I call Moon Knight like
I feel
8.
like, listen, admittedly, between the Ghostbusters and Moon Knight, I feel like Moon Knight is way more effective with dealing with most problems.
Most non-ghost problems.
Non-ghost,
sure.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so as Soldier's explaining what happened to him and the fact that he was attacked and like why does he even care?
Wait, his name is Soldier?
Yes. Reese recognizes him as Soldier. I didn't introduce you to him
Ah.
yet. I apologize. So she knows him. She knows that they call him Soldier, and he's like, it's a nickname essentially, and so that's
So
fine.
that's what he's going to be now.
As Soldier's telling him, yes, that's it. He's Soldier.
That's what we
As
call
Soldier's telling his story about being beat up by old people, and the reason why he's upset is because his
They're
mom
just, like, trying not
his
to
mom was
laugh.
one of those old people,
Oh, and they're not vampires.
and they're not vampires.
Very confused.
They're not
Okay.
vampires.
She's just unhappy with his life choices and is kicking him out.
And that's the thing. He's like, you were beat up by old people. What, couldn't you take it? And he's like, but I didn't want to hurt them because my mom was there and I don't know what's going on. Fair. As this is all happening, he's bleeding out, and Reese is like definitely having a real problem.
Oh.
Like,
She's like,
so like literally, she almost goes for it, and then she takes the glove off. She's like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I can't. Nope.
Yep. I have a real problem with blood. Manner of speaking.
And so like Moon Knight's like, don't worry, I'll take the case. So they go home together. Like he finishes field dressing him.
What are these? Are these bandages that they put on him? What are these black? Or is
We
that
will
tattoos?
get an answer to that.
okay.
I promise you. At the
Okay.
end of this book, you will know what that is.
Okay, because I'm like, that is very distinct
You will
markings
know
on his
what
body.
those are, 1,000%.
All right.
Those,
So there's a little more going on.
I'm only at like 500.
Pick it up. They head back to his place. He's like, all right, I guess I'll start looking around there. Soldier recalls that like he heard all of the old people saying, because I want to sport for the hell of it, as they were like coming at him with knives.
Okay.
Knives.
Right.
So much old people, knives.
Because I want to.
So
but
spoons.
I don't need a reason.
Yeah.
I just want to murder you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna murder you. It's
I
fine.
just went crazy. It's not. There's nothing behind it.
No, there's definitely something behind it.
Yeah, my
obviously.
mom too. My mom said
But
it.
they really
Yeah,
want him to think.
Admittedly, what is behind it is wacky and out there, and I'm like, gross.
Oh.
And also completely created for this comic, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, please do not ever use this person again. Thank you so much. Thank you. So anyway,
Is it like the reverse Pied Piper? Does he whistle old people into
no.
Reverse. That's not really
It, like,
reverse Pied Piper.
No, hang on.
Okay.
So they go inside. He takes him up to his apartment, and there's like a janitor in the hallway. Does it surprise you all to find out this is the guy? No, because
Yeah.
we haven't met anybody else in this building,
Yeah.
and we're specifically talking to him, and he literally goes, "No problem, sport."
Okay.
And Moon Knight immediately is like, "Now listen, I'm no
Something's
Batman.
wrong with that. That's
But
not right.
You use this. I haven't heard anybody call anybody sport, and now I've heard in the past 10 minutes
Yeah.
twice. That's weird.
No, he's like Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting. He just likes to call people that. Yeah.
I never saw.
Oh, Ben referenced it earlier. So
I
as soon as I
guess.
saw sport, I'm like, oh, he calls him sport in that movie like 500 times.
Well, that's silly.
But
so-
that movie is also from the 90s, so
Okay.
it is old and busted.
Old and
as a phrase.
busted, sure. So, okay. Go inside. His mom's not there. Moon Knight's like, listen, I don't need to talk to your mom anymore. I've definitely figured this out. We have to leave.
Oh,
We have to
you've already
go.
solved the case?
I've cracked the case. We
That's
have
some
to,
Sherlock Holmes
we have
shit right
to
there.
Leave.
There is no way I can fight a janitor.
And Soldier's like, I gotta go get my gun. Hang on. And he's like, fine. And Moon Knight turns around and there's all these old people in the hallway with knives.
Oh.
And the janitor's like, you called out real quick.
Mm.
And he's like, listen, thanks. You use sport. That was the same thing. He's like, right. He's like, let me guess. Like, you're like controlling these people? How? And he's like, it's my sweat.
What?
Ew.
Yeah.
Like it's like pheromones or
There's
something?
something about my sweat when people get a taste of it.
When
it's
they
like-
get a taste of it?
It's like we're connected.
No.
And like I can see through their eyes and I can make them do whatever I want, like little puppet people.
How do
So-
you make them drink his sweat?
He's the super. He probably puts his sweat in the water.
Bingo. Moon Knight is like, you've been doping the building's water supply. I'm like, please never use this character again.
Horrible.
He doesn't, he has he's like a name. His name's Holly, but he doesn't have a supervillain name. We don't need it. He doesn't need one.
Mr. Sweaty.
Nope.
Messed up.
Thank you so much.
Like sweatmonger or something.
So gross. So like essentially
How
he's,
come Soldier doesn't?
well, because he's like, well, like
He only drinks bottled water.
No, it's like it was a low dose, and he's like, obviously, like
Oh, he hasn't been there long enough.
But it hit the elderly people first. They couldn't. They processed it in a different
Oh,
way.
because they drink a lot more water.
Because
It's all these kids and their damn soft drinks and
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
and their Red Bull.
Yeah,
Yep.
nobody drinks water
It's all
anymore.
their lattes and their avocado toasts or whatever it is that we're complaining about now.
But so that means Soldier's gonna turn.
Oh yeah, well,
'Cause
and
it's-
that's what Holly inevitably says. He's like, yeah, I've been working on it for longer than you think. And Soldier is affected by it now.
Yeah.
Okay, so or was the whole time.
Or was the whole? Yeah.
That would
hard
make
to-
a lot more sense.
Right, we
Yeah.
don't know. We don't find out. It doesn't really come into
Yeah.
play. Holly
Oh,
does.
it's because he lost so much blood, you see.
Right. He was just like, he went in there real quick, had a quick drink of water. He was like, all right, hang on, I'm ready to go. So he also Holly reveals, Mr. Sweaty, that.
I thought you called him Holly because he was in a hall.
No, his name's Holly.
And that's Streety and that's Parky over there.
Kitcheny.
Basically, he's working for someone,
Oh.
right?
Like
he
a
was
higher.
hired. And Moon Knight's like, why don't you tell me a little bit more about that? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. Like, I got hired basically to break you.
To break Moon Knight.
Yeah.
And he started by taking over a building full of old people.
Yeah, he's like, I needed to get you here, and I
Had
did.
to get your
and-
attention somehow,
and-
yeah.
Exactly, and now they're like, I'm gonna take control of you or kill you. And who the hell cares? So here's what I'm thinking. Let's go brain to brain. And he gives him one of his crescent
Things.
Crescent
throwing
moons?
things. Yeah,
Okay.
his not batarangs. And
Oh, he's gonna eat it.
yeah, he's like, put your sweat on this. I'll ingest it, and we'll go brain to brain.
I'm gonna fight you in
There's
the
like,
Mindscape.
rereading this, I was like, I completely blacked this whole section out.
I did not see
You
that
mean
coming.
because he licks someone's sweat?
Literally, in my mind, I was like, there was no Soldier, and then Soldier joins like the book, and then we're good. Like, that was it. I just blacked out this whole section.
This whole gross section.
I don't know why this is super gross, but it's, no, I know why. It's super gross.
I also know
I'm
why.
sorry.
It's because there's enough sweat on that.
Yeah,
moon
this guy
disc.
is super sweaty.
Yeah, he is just. Well, he's like good
He's
thing
working
too,
hard,
because it's my
Tiffany.
only power.
That's my only power is being sweaty.
That's why he's a
And
janitor. It's like so I
hopefully
can always
getting it in your
generate
mouth.
more. Oh yeah.
You should see me run a marathon. Oh, I get all these people.
That's so disgusting.
I just get buckets and I have an
have it
apparatus that collects it from all of my body
ready
and
to,
gathers
like,
it.
you know,
and-
squirt it in your mouth at a moment's notice.
I wear one of those biohazard suits. It's like the sauna,
yeah.
but like, you know, the neck up I can breathe, but all down here,
Yep.
it's just collecting
just
sweat.
gathers. Yeah.
It's like the still suit from Dune.
Oh yeah.
But instead of recollecting the water myself, it's in a little
I feed
water
it to other
bottle.
people. Yeah.
You know how Joker has like his little flower?
Yep.
It's
I
that,
thought of
but
that
it
too. Yeah. Just squirt
right
just
in your
sweat
mouth.
in your mouth.
I hate
He should be a clown. Then it'd be even easier to get people.
It's Sweaty the Clown.
Sweaty the clown.
I can't. Somehow that's worse.
I really hate this. I am
horrific.
struggling right now.
It is from his head. He didn't like collect it from his armpits, so it might not be super gross yet.
Sure. It
might just be,
still
like, a
came
little
out of
salty.
his body.
It did, yeah.
And it is the thing that your body gets rid of, right?
Yeah.
And it's still
It is that.
salty.
It's
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
that
it'd
your
be
body
salty.
doesn't want anymore.
I'm just saying, it wouldn't be like underarm
It's a
sweat.
salty surprise.
Yeah. Yes.
It's Holly's saltwater taffy.
That's the grossest one yet. You're the grossest one of all.
At least it tastes good at that point. But yeah,
No, it doesn't.
all the water that's getting mixed with is just his sweat. It's just a vat of
Yeah.
sweat for taffy.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna have a mind fight now, right?
100%. Holly's like, sure, I like your gumption, man. Gives him the thing. He scrapes a hole, like way too much.
It only takes a drop. Here's like a gallon.
Yeah, here's like more than you need. Moon Knight. I wish we didn't have to see this.
Yeah, but he's just like,
But we do. Yeah, he literally lifts up his mask to a certain point, and he's just like, cool. And as it's happening, Moon Knight's like, yo, like, you never seen anything like my head. And he's like, because I'm sure you've dealt with someone with dissociative identity disorder, but you've never dealt with anyone who's had their mind touched by a god, which is why, like, we established that earlier on that conversation even happens, right?
Yeah,
It's-
like there's a piece of it like in there.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, it's probably a good point.
Huh.
Okay, and this is why, like, there are like random stuff where I'm just like, this. I think this is all very good, but there's other stuff where I'm just like, to the art. But then you get shit like this, in which we like watch Holly in the mindscape of Mark just being swallowed up. Like, I love this because he's like, come on, Warsh. I'm like, yes.
Oh my
Okay, Moon Knight.
God.
This is dope looking.
That's really cool.
This is
That's
like,
fantastic.
Yep. This is why Capuccio got the job. And like, this is the type of stuff that throughout the series, you will keep getting more and more and more of from him. Like, his skill level just keeps getting better and better and better. Freaking dope. But this page, I was like, I'm sold.
That's what I want for a Moon Knight book.
Yeah.
I
You
want
crazy
trippy mindscape shit.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And that's what McKay wants to give you, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, he basically then proceeds to, like, in the mindscape, grab him, like, talk about how, like, you know, this is my temple, the ground is poison.
You're in my world now, bitch.
He wraps him up like a mummy. And he
wraps him up like a mummy.
Wraps him like a mummy.
You know, because of Egypt and stuff.
Because of Khonshu. Khonshu is an Egyptian god, for reals.
Right.
Well, as for reals as it can be. Puts him in a sarcophagus, and then like mentions, he's like, I take my scars, I turn my weaknesses into advantages, I take my scars, and I make them my weapons. And you see on his belt, he has like Lockley, Grant, Spectre. Spectre's out right now.
Right.
And now this, right? And then he's like, cool. And he comes back, we're in the hallway,
Wait.
all the old people are fine.
You see, like, you're gonna be one of my personas now.
No.
Does he like take his power?
Nope. He just, he's a vegetable.
Oh shit. Oh, he took his mind.
Yeah.
Like, that's mine now.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And I love it because all the little people are like, okay, cool. Why are we all in the hallways? Why do we have knives? Soldier's like, what did you do to him? And Moon Knight's response is, nothing he'll ever recover. And I'm like, please keep that promise. I don't want him to come back.
No.
No, there's a part
He's
of
the
little
worst.
Uncle Sweaty just inside of him.
Nope, please don't. Now he's Uncle Sweaty.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
I was gonna call him Sweat Goblin, but
Oh, that's, yeah.
Oh, they're
Sweaty.
like water balloons with little goblin faces on them. And obviously they're warm.
oh yeah.
Why? Yes, of course it is. Anyway, you know.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. And we will proceed to have more, like, it's like, here's the kind of the pace for these books. Conversations with, like, the therapist, get to know Moon Knight. Conversations with, like, more, like, current characters like Reese to get to know them and to figure out, like, you know, where they are. Because, like, Reese obviously went from being like, hi, I'm a teenager and a vegan, to being like, I'm a freaking vampire. What am I going to do with my life now? How does life work?
Right.
To working with Moon Knight. Like, good find, kind of, because, like, you got a job, but also, it's Moon Knight.
It's gonna be weird.
Probably not the best role model.
But you're a vampire. Your options are drastically
They're kinda
limited.
limited.
At least you
Kinda
can be
limited.
a vampire around him, and he's not gonna freak out.
Right? As far as you know.
So like,
So,
Just don't be too much of a
Don't be
vampire.
too
yeah,
vampire. Don't
yeah.
go too vampy.
Keep it under wraps. He's getting her blood and stuff. Like, you
yeah.
could do worse.
Yeah, and like they have a whole conversation about that. We see Terry's back because she got him to help come back and clean up for Soldier because she was afraid, I think, to be by herself.
Did they have a conversation where he told her you could do worse?
No, thankfully.
That's good.
Moon Knight, I love this. Like, Moon Knight's
mean-
like, thanks, Terry, you can go now, because he wants to talk to Reese. And essentially, they have like this nice conversation where he's just like, I totally understand being so fundamentally changed, and like, you know, it's totally cool because like, you can use this to like destroy your enemies. And she's like, that's cool for you. That's not who I am, but I appreciate that you're trying to connect to me on my level.
Yeah, most of us don't have enemies.
Right.
I don't know who I would be destroying. I'm
Yeah.
a teenager.
Yeah.
Who are my enemies? And I also probably shouldn't be destroying them.
Right.
Because it's like someone who like said something mean about me.
I mean, I'm
like,
just
what am I
gonna say,
supposed to do with that?
Either you destroy them or they destroy you.
Okay. This may not be a healthy relationship.
Yeah, I might have a problem here. Moon Knight alerts his therapist to the fact that he has an enemy, and she's like, is that why you called for like an emergency session? And he's like,
That he has an enemy?
yeah, and she's like, I don't know, like, he doesn't know who it is necessarily, but like,
Right.
inevitably, like, he recognizes that he's like, my fear is that like I'm my own enemy, essentially. So it's like we're kind of getting a
Oh,
little
he
deal.
thinks one
okay,
of his alter egos.
It could
maybe.
be that he doesn't know what he honestly doesn't
Or
know.
like metaphysically.
Yeah, like he's also like, I'm also my own worst enemy right now.
Right. No, but like a guy literally sent someone after you though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I would be more worried about right now.
But is it possibly one of yourselves?
Well,
Right.
that would be interesting.
Right, Rich is like kind of supported by the fact that like Moon Knight's getting ready as Mr. Knight, and Reese comes up behind him and is like, "Listen, why didn't you kill me that night?" And he explains, he's like, "Because I recognize the fact that like I was wrong in what I thought my mission was. Like you're like my violence and my brutality was not correct in that moment. To kill those other two guys for sure,
Yeah,
but
because
like
they kidnapped you and
I mean, they deserve it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they turned you into vampires.
exactly."
And if you had turned other people into vampires like they wanted you to, I would have killed you too.
Exactly.
But you didn't, so
he
you're
talks
good.
about that for a little bit, and he's like, "Why are you asking?" And she's like, "Because somebody tried to kill one of the other guys that was in the truck.
Oh.
And they have one of these, and it's a moon-shaped crescent, or crescent moon-shaped like batarang thing.
That's better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like, I found one of these covered in sweat and said, "Lick me on it."
Yeah. Do you know anything about this?
You know anything about this Alice in Wonderland shit?
He's like, "I'm addicted.
It's really good, surprisingly.
I just normal sports drinks don't do it for me anymore. When I have an electrolyte imbalance, I need that guy.
I need Uncle Sweaty.
I just lick his forehead.
I'm hooked on the body juice.
I just gotta. Reese, do you sweat? As a vampire, do you sweat? No? Okay.
Nope.
Gotta find
Damn
somebody
it.
else. I gotta find a fix.
I get clammy.
That's not enough.
That's not enough
That's
condensation
not like
for Moon Knight.
anything.
No, it's not really.
Also, like, gross.
A vampire.
Moon Knight, I love this interaction between the two of them because, like, he's like, huh, okay. He's like, is this yours? He's like, it does look like one of mine.
It's like something I would throw at someone.
And inevitably, she gets to the point where she's just like, a lot of people say really wild things about you. Like earlier, I kind of glossed over the fact that like when Moon Knight runs into 8-Ball, he's like, "You're not gonna peel off my face, are you?"
Oh. Because apparently he's known to do that.
I just want to see the answers inside.
He has done that.
He peeled the face.
Yeah,
Off?
he peeled Bushman's face off.
Was Bushman alive when he peeled his face
I
off?
believe so.
Ugh.
Yeah. So it's like
pretty
there's
horrible.
a history there, and it's something that Jed McKay likes to point out that people, like random people in like the underworld, know this, and they're like, "You're not gonna peel my face off, are you?"
Don't do the face peel thing.
Oh, come on. My little crescent-shaped discs are perfect for that.
He's like, "Aren't you like one of those peelers candies? You know, like the bananas or the whatever, where you peel it off and you have a gummy inside? Is that not what?" Okay.
No. Oh. Let's
like,
find out.
Yes, I did do all those things and more, but I can tell you right now, I didn't do this. Like, he's like, "I'm being honest with you."
Yeah.
And
I'm a
I
pretty horrible
did-
person.
I'm a pretty not great human being.
But
I
I
didn't
didn't
do
do that.
Well, no. I didn't do that. I like these images because it's like, how many moons can you spot in this image?
That's a lot of moods.
It's a lot of moons.
He's just dropping his pants on one of them.
It's like, and moon. It's the ultimate moon. The full moon is out. Oh no, Moon Knight's using his full moon power.
It's the moon's moon.
He's saying that.
Moon Knight, stop announcing moves that aren't a thing. And then he just farts. Okay, there,
Yeah,
I said
that's-
it. All right. Oh no, a fog is obscuring the full moon.
I don't see any. Oh.
Moon Knight's like, all right, I'm gonna go find out what's going on. I need you to like make sure you're safe. So,
Why would I not be safe?
Well,
Oh,
she-
because her friend was just attacked.
yeah. So he's like, he has Soldier and Terry come over to sit with her at the mission. They lock the place up.
Oh, Soldier's like his friend now.
Yeah, Soldier
Soldier
like,
owes him
also
one.
owes him like
I guess
a
he owes him
solid,
one,
and
yeah.
she knows him
Yeah,
technically.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Was Soldier's mom okay? Did we
Yeah.
ever find that out?
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay, cool.
So there's like a Cal mic check going on. That's what we do. Cal mic check. She's
Okay.
like, fine, whatever. So anyway, Moon Knight goes out there and he's attacked by Hunter's Moon.
Yeah.
And so you get like two like Moon Knight folks just fighting it up, right? And there's a
Nice.
whole conversation about it, right? Because Moon Knight's like,
It's like, man, who are you?
yeah, literally, he's like, I'm sorry, and who do you think you are? He goes, who the hell are you supposed to be? That's what he says specifically.
I'm Hunter's moon.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm the moon that hunts.
yeah.
Man, I ain't never seen you around.
I ain't never seen you. I ain't never seen you.
No, don't act like you're normal and you've been around this whole time.
Yeah, don't act like I should know you. Like you sent me an email or a text. We are not texting.
And it's not just me. Nobody knows who you are.
Yeah.
No one's heard of you.
No one knows.
I asked around.
Let's ask. Let's go find someone right now. Do you know who this guy is? Is it Moon Knight? No, I'm Moon Knight.
Is that?
See, you're confusing people.
that
Now
the
that-
You're confusing the brand.
That's a different book.
That's a different universe. He's like, I'm the Fist of Khonshu, and he's like, yo, I'm the like. They're just going back and
Yeah.
forth,
No, I'm the Fist of Khonshu.
and eventually,
Wait,
like,
he's the Fist of Khonshu?
yeah, they're both Fists of Khonshu because Khonshu has two hands. He's got two fists, and that's what
That's true, dude.
Hunter was telling him. He's like, you think
Thought you were the only one?
You think our father has but one hand? Like this guy's way into it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
He's a god. He might have like
into it.
6 hands.
Oh my
Some
god.
of them do.
Yeah.
And who knows how many feet?
Right? He's like, okay, so Moon Knight immediately is like, cool, Khonshu's lying to me some more. Awesome.
Great. Is it a
Okay,
lie?
okay.
He
He
didn't.
didn't say I was a Fist of Khonshu. He said I was the Fist of Khonshu.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
The left fist.
Yeah, and I'm like the right fist.
Right.
Or whatever.
He was always talking about one specific fist when he called you that.
Yeah, it wasn't both fists. You're not the hands of Khonshu. We're the hands of Khonshu. We can clap.
And they just like chest bump.
Khonshu, clap! Ugh!
I hope that's where this is going.
That is not good.
Oh, that's too bad.
Someone drop it.
Moon Knight has a half moon or a crescent moon.
Yes.
And Hunter's moon has a full moon.
Yeah.
Is he like fully crazy?
He's not. Okay, so the dissociative identity disorder does not go hand in hand with Khonshu. Obviously, there is something about the fact that they do say that when Khonshu keeps bringing you back, each time you come back, it's like a little,
You're a little more broken.
maybe a little more broken. Until eventually you break fully and then he retires you and gets a new one.
Oh, you don't want to.
Yeah,
you don't want to
I
come back
mean-
from Khonshu. Yeah, come back wrong.
It is very much like that.
So has Hunter's Moon come back wrong?
I don't know yet, but it's just like
Okay.
he is fundamental
He's like a zealot.
about his religion. You know what I mean?
He's like, I am way into it. You're like a reluctant,
yeah.
like, Khonshu guy who
Yes.
wishes you didn't have to.
Yes.
And I'm like,
And I'm so in, like,
you don't even deserve to be a hand of Khonshu.
kind of. And so,
I bet you don't even have a dick on the statue of Khonshu in your place, because I do.
I do.
And I get right down in front of it every night.
Anatomically correct.
I polish those marbles.
well, I licked some guy's sweat.
Oh, why would you do that?
He just skeeves in his mask.
Oh no, it's in here with me.
I thought I was grossing you out, but man,
I'm leaving. I'm out. Just lifts it up.
Yeah, empties his mask.
100%. That is not what is going to happen in this. So what's really bothering him, other than like Moon Knight's way in which he handles things and the fact that like obviously Moon Knight does not really have the respect for Khonshu that he thinks that he should have, is the fact that Moon Knight was like, hey vampires, totally cool to hang here. He's like, those guys should not be there. Those
They should be
guys
dead.
are the enemy of Khonshu, right? Like they walk through Khonshu's
Vampires?
night. Well, because he's like, they're like, the night is
Specifically vampires?
because he's like, the night is Khonshu's, and they dare to try to take it.
I see.
Like, they do not pay homage to Khonshu, and they should.
So the only people who could be awake at night are you and me.
Hang on, because he actually secretly has, like, another reason why he doesn't like vampires.
Okay.
Is it like, I also really
Like-
hate people that work the third shift.
So, well, let's just skip ahead to
They're disrespectful to Khonshu. Khonshu is not sanctioned that third
Let's
shift.
just skip ahead to finding out what this guy's problem is.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because, like, we do get his full story
Frickin'
later
weird.
on. Just check out this cool page.
That is cool.
Isn't that a cool page?
Yep.
It's Moon Knight. It's Mark falling asleep or passing out and then going into like a dream
falling
world.
into Moon
So
Knight.
Dr. Badr's backstory is that like he was born in Egypt, His parents were both doctors, and he took after them. He's like a straight-A student, really freaking smart.
Until one
Always,
day.
always the top of his class. Compare himself to his peers. There was always something lacking, right? And the fact was, everyone else around him felt the presence of God in some way, shape, or form. And he just didn't, like, at all. Right? And so, like, he studied all the religious texts. He did all of his recitations. He, like, perfected his prayer, like, all of it. And not once did he ever feel any kind of connection to that. And, like, it kind of started to worry him.
Yeah, why am I not whole?
Yeah, like, he felt like maybe he had been excluded. Like, what sin did I commit? What is it? Why?
Why does God hate me?
Right. Like,
Right.
is that what it is? It's like, is it me problem?
Right.
And so, inevitably, late one night, he's on his way home, and he's attacked by vampires who kill him.
Oh.
So he's not a big fan of vampires.
Oh, he's got a specific
That's
beef
fair.
with vampires.
Right?
But he's not turned. He's just
No,
killed.
they kill him. They just
kill him.
Drain him fully.
Drained him fully and left him there with nothing but the moon as the witness to this crime.
And Khonshu's like, I could work with that.
Khonshu was like, cool, hey, what's up?
Now you're mine.
It gave him divine purpose. And he's just like, and I finally knew what it was to know God. And
Yeah, I've
so,
been waiting all this time.
right? And he's like, so that is why I have such an issue with you, Mark.
Right.
Because
I am all in on Khonshu,
You-
and you are straight up not.
you're just given something that I have spent a lifetime longing for, and you don't care about it,
That you don't even appreciate
right? So,
the gift of Khonshu.
right. So we get all that context later on. Right now,
Okay.
we just get the context of like, you're bad at your job,
Right.
and I'm not. I'm really
It's like you don't even give a shit about Khonshu.
right. He's like, look at the way you fight. Like there should be like this grace and this beauty to the way you fight, Moon Knight.
Much like the moon.
He's
Look
like,
at me!
He's
he
like,
spins and
yeah,
transforms.
And he's just like, da! Sailor Hunter's Moon. Because he's like, basically the idea is that like all the previous Moon Knights should be downloaded into your brain. So you should have all their fighting knowledge. And so you should be like beautiful and graceful and pretty much amazing at it, right?
Is that
like
what you
the
have?
previous Moon
Yes.
Knights.
Oh.
I got crazy people in my head.
And he says that. He's just like, maybe there's no room for them. Ha ha ha.
Huh. Interesting. Why did Khonshu treat them differently?
That's a great question. And it is like, it's something that upon rereading this, it really kind of brought me full circle to stuff that'll happen later on and conversations that'll happen later on. And it actually made those conversations hit a little harder. And I was like, that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. So anyway, inevitably Hunter's Moon wins this fight. And he's like, and now I'm going to free you from your distractions. I'm going to kill everybody in the Midnight Mission. I'm going to kill the
Yeah.
vampires. I'm going to get rid of them.
Yep.
And so he,
Including the one who works for you, who you're friends with.
yep, so we got Ted and Reese, they're there, and then you have Soldier and Terry who are just hanging out with them, trying to keep everybody safe.
Yeah.
Hunter's Moon like busts in. Soldier tries to shoot at them. It doesn't work. He throws crescent blades at them. He's super effective at this, right?
Sure.
What he does not anticipate is Moon Knight, because you can never fully anticipate Moon Knight because you don't know what he's gonna do. Because he's just like, I'm gonna do whatever. Like
Right.
Hunter's Moon is like, I am a Moon Knight. I follow the letter of the law that my God gives me. I
Right.
fight with the honor of those who have come before me, and
Which means I throw moons, and that's it.
and that's it. No, I just do that type of stuff, and I don't think about fighting like an animal. And Moon Knight's like, I'm gonna win.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna ruin your day.
Literally, yes. And so he grabs a bat and he just whacks him in the head, and I love it. It just goes clonk.
Nice.
And then he like beats him some more. And he's like, at the end of the day, you're just a doctor dancing in borrowed shoes.
Oh.
And I was like, that's cool.
That's a
Interesting.
great jig.
But then Moon Knight lets him go. Before you decide to ever come again for frightened children who are under my protection or come into my midnight mission, you better understand that unless you kill me for good, like I'm gonna come back, and I always do, and I'm gonna make sure there's nothing left to find of you. And he just hauls him out.
Nice.
It's freaking awesome. He like the lines in this are so good. McKay just loves this character and just wants to like kind of chew the scenery a little bit. When Moon Knight goes like, so go Fist of Khonshu, drag yourself from my temple. I'm like, yes,
Nice.
yes. You kind of get the indication throughout this series that like Moon Knight is the favorite son. Kind of maybe because Moon Knight doesn't like kowtow to him. Like,
Yeah.
Hunter's Moon is the son that Khonshu technically needs to do the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Moon Knight's the one he's like, that's my boy.
Yeah, but like, you make me proud.
Yeah, that one over there, he
Yeah.
makes me proud.
He gives me what for, you know. There's give and take, you know.
We go toe to toe sometimes, right? Like,
I respect
Sometimes
him
I'm
for
like, ooh, Mark, you're a pain in the butt. And he's like, ooh, screw you, Khonshu.
yeah, sometimes I'm like, Mark, help me take over the world. Then like other times I'm like getting arrested. Like, you know, who knows?
Those times are less cool.
Anyway, Mark, you bring me some smokes this time?
Yeah, what do you
Khonshu
got?
needs them.
I need to trade them for godly goods. Yes, Mark sleeps in a sarcophagus. I love the fact too. There's a detail that you'll see throughout this book, and that Mark has a cracked cell phone.
Interesting.
His cell phone is just perpetually cracked, and I'm like, of course it is. He doesn't have a case,
Yeah.
and he's Moon Knight.
Yep.
But it's cracked just like he's cracked. Also, yeah, he's not careful with his things.
He's just like, I don't care.
Every
I
time
mean,
I
I
get a
can come
repair,
back
it
to
just
life,
gets
so
cracked
like,
again.
I'll just buy a new
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
Everyone is going to end up like that. So this is the issue, Ethan, that's going to deal with his mask, as is set up by this conversation with his therapist, where she's like, why do you wear a mask? Like, I've never
Right.
seen you without it. And he's like, don't you talk to a lot of superheroes? Don't they wear a lot of masks? She's like, yeah, and I always ask them because I want to know what the answer is, because the answer is always different. And he says to her, when I wear the mask, I'm not Mark Spector.
Okay.
I'm like, so he's like, no, Moon Knight and Mark Spector are one and the same.
Right.
I'm not anything without this.
That's not good.
No one needs Mark Spector. People need Mr. Knight. People need Moon Knight.
You have a pathological need to be needed by people. Some sort of savior complex,
Yeah.
perhaps?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
But mayhaps.
Interesting.
They were introduced to a guy named Rampage. He's obviously being called by whoever is in the shadowy background trying to break Moon Knight, who is sitting across the street or whatever. Rampage is a character I'm not super familiar with. I do know he has had run-ins with Punisher. He's run with a couple of different crowds. I think at one point he was microchipped. I don't remember if there were multiple microchips.
He was microchip?
He was a microchip?
He was a microchip.
I don't know if
his
there were
face is
multiples.
also all cut up like
He also
Like
worked with
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. He did work with Jigsaw as well.
and also got his face cut up? He did that to another guy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. So we get a little backstory. It's like bam, bam, bam.
You work with Jigsaw, you look like Jigsaw.
Here's the thing. We don't need to worry about this guy too much. He's going to much be like Uncle Sweaty or Mr. Sweaty or whatever, Captain Sweaty. He's going to be here. He's going to do a
Sweat
bunch of
Goblin.
stuff, and then he will exit the book.
Okay.
Okay. The shadowy guy in the background wants to attack Moon Knight on a different front.
Okay.
Get him in the money.
Right.
He's like, no money? Moon Knight can't afford to do his crap anymore.
Right.
Break
You have
up
to
his-
get a
very
job
true.
and shit.
yeah. It'll just be, because like the fact is he's just a normal guy. What is he without his gizmos?
Sorry, you've also been evicted
Sure.
from the Midnight Mission.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
How do you pay for this?
Yeah.
So, normal evening in the Midnight Mission. Reese and Moon Knight are going over, recent stuff with, Holly
Crime and
and
so forth.
Badr, and the fact that those two things aren't related, and obviously that's not the same guy. When suddenly, someone comes to the door. It's Tigra. She was a West Coast Avenger. That's where the two of them met. They had a little will they, won't they?
She was an
Oh.
Avenger? Oh, I'm thinking
She was
Cheetah.
a West Coast Avenger.
West Coast Avenger.
Fair, but she was a
Barely
good
an
person.
Avenger.
I was thinking Cheetah from
She
DC.
is. She
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah, that's
She's like a cat person.
just like a cat person.
Fun.
But they had like a thing.
Yeah, it I believe she can turn this off, or she at one point could. There was a medallion she could use to be her normal self or whatever. She
Okay.
used to be a totally normal person. It involved her becoming this involves a lot of things like me saying cat people and cat costume and radioactive. So just take it as you will.
Fair.
Here she is.
I was gonna say, does she like him because he also has multiple wives?
Sure. I think there's something about his nature that speaks to her. She's a woman of action as well. She kind of has like a short temper. There's just something about them that kind of clicks in a way. She also, by the way, if she still can turn back into a person, I know for a fact that she tends to prefer being a cat person. It's just cool. I'm like, if I could be a cat person, I probably would. That's just fun. You got this tail,
Yeah. Tails are cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Animorphs, yeah.
You'll know how I'm feeling without me having to say anything.
Oh, Tiffany's tail's pretty bushy today.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
I want to stay away.
So anyway, she's really excited to see him. She's excited to meet Reese. Reese is like, I didn't know he was on the West Coast Avengers, and like, or that Mr. Knight wasn't on that. And Greer's like, why are you making this kid call you that? Like, what are you doing? And she tries to take his mask off. She's like, come on, I haven't seen you forever. I want to see you.
No, don't.
Yeah, literally.
No, I'm not Mark right now.
No, I'm not doing that.
He's like, stop it. She's like, I'm protecting my people if they know who I am. And she's like, excuse me. Like,
gets that little water bottle
everybody
and
knows
spritz her.
who you are.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
What?
is his identity secret?
Yeah. And I like this because like the two of them are just completely like ragging on him now. Like Reese is immediately like, yes, to this chick. Moon Knight just goes, I'm surrounded by horrible women. Like
I don't like being
his
ganged up on.
ringtone goes off. It is a song about the moon. They laugh at him. He gets a call. It's from Rampage, who's just like, listen, I have control over all of your money. And if you don't say like I understand and do what I want you to do, I'm gonna delete all your money. Let's start with a cool $1 million. That just disappeared. I'm so mean and awful. And Moon Knight like puts it on speaker so that they can hear it. And he's like, sure, whatever. Moon Knight just basically plays into it until he can figure out where he is.
Sure.
At one point earlier in a conversation when he was talking to the behind the scenes shadow guy, he mentions the fact that like he lives in an apartment which is like hotter than all hell right now. He has the windows open, and he lives in a neighborhood where there's like street festivals all the time. If you saw The Fugitive, I think you can figure out how we're going to find out where this guy is. It's not the sound of an elevated train.
No.
Oh, come
but
on.
It is the sound of a festival happening
Street
outside.
festival, yeah.
It's like, wait, that festival's happening outside my place too.
Right? So like inevitably Mark is like, because he's talking to him, he's like, I can barely like. He goes like,
What does he want him to do?
he wants him to go attack Jigsaw.
Oh, interesting.
To kind of get some like.
It's like, I would have done that anyway.
Well,
I
right?
hate Jigsaw. Jigsaw sucks.
Well, because
He's a bad guy.
Well, but he had like dealings with Jigsaw, right? And so inevitably, because I think Jigsaw's crew ended up trying to kill him.
Rampage?
Yeah, and so Rampage is like, I want to get vengeance, but like I don't want to do it. So I'll send Moon Knight to do it.
Sure.
So he sends him after that, and like Moon Knight shows up and he says, Clark says hello. And like Jigsaw's like, yo, he's still alive? Well, that's wild. Anyway.
I love it. Jigsaw was like, who?
So like they fight, and obviously Moon Knight wins.
Yeah.
He tries to call Moon Knight and it won't go through. And then Moon Knight's just like, nice night. And Rampage's only way that he could fight him is just like, I'll just get rid of more of your money. I'm just gonna keep dumping your money. And he's like, I don't care, man. He's like, wait, how did you find me? And he's like, here's the thing about that. I have like a teenager who's on her phone all the time. So she just did a search for festivals that were going on, and we just narrowed it down and just went to a couple places.
There you go. Not that hard.
Not that hard. She used the technology I could have never figured out or cared about. My phone's cracked all the time, obviously.
Yeah.
I love that Tigra goes with him.
Your face and my phone look alike.
Yes. Aha! Puts on her superhero costume. She comes to. Anyway, he just keeps dumping the money.
I'm sorry, her superhero costume is just a bikini?
No. It's like I think it's two pieces. It's like shorts and like a crop top kind of tank top-y thing.
Okay.
Moon Knight inevitably is just like, I don't care, because the fact is, it's like, I'm a priest, and there's never really been a good wealthy priest, so whatever. So he's like lost all his money.
Oh.
In my head, like, Stephen Grant's personality is like, I can fix this, but I don't want to. But I have to, but god damn it, Mark.
Yeah, that's not easy to deal with.
Right?
That's actually kind of a problem.
Yeah.
That's going to consume a lot of time.
I like him being like, what do you mean he deleted my money? You can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get it back.
It's like, I think that guy's an
Yeah.
Probably
idiot.
just transferred it.
Yeah, he transferred it and it was illegal, so call the bank and they'll send it back. Call the police, actually, first,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
I guess that's a problem, though, because
he's Moon Knight. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
And also, he just doesn't care. Like, Mark doesn't care.
Yeah, Mark's like,
Steven
that's not my
can handle
problem.
it.
Yeah.
So,
You only have a certain amount of time to get this done. Oh, god damn it.
so Moon Knight and Tigra sit on top of a building and they talk.
But what do they do with Rampage? I guess
Oh,
send
they
him to
kill him.
jail.
Yeah, they send him away. It doesn't matter, because this is where Moon Knight's going to actually talk about his feelings, right? Because he knows Tigra.
So he opens up to her, not the therapist.
Yeah, a
Well,
bit more on a different level. And
Because
so,
they're friends. He doesn't trust the
they
therapist
were
yet.
more than friends.
Well, yeah, they were. Yeah.
And
super
so-
best friends.
And so essentially, like,
Super extra friends.
yeah.
Friends with benefits.
They're the kind of friends you don't mind licking sweat off of.
They're West Coast friends. Yeah, except when you try and lick sweat off of her, you get a mouthful of fur.
Yeah, just like,
Yeah, there's not really.
Hang on, I got a hairball.
So he talks about how he's like made a lot of bad choices in his life. The people who didn't deserve it, who had bad things happen to them, are either dead or they hate me. And like, he talks about the fact that it's like, I used to carve moons into people's faces, and like I try to help Khonshu take over the world. Like it's just been
I've done
a
some
lot.
pretty messed up stuff.
Yeah,
Remember that time you took someone's face off too?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
He's like he talks about the fact that he's like, I betrayed every friend I had on the Avengers just because the moon god said so.
Yeah, you did do that.
Moon Knight has a daughter.
Oh.
I did
And
not know that.
Her mother has taken her away and been like, under no circumstances will you see this child ever.
Okay, that's
Because of who you are. Because
That is an aspect.
You are dangerous.
He is dangerous.
Right? And so like he goes like all night, everybody's been asking me about my mask, why I wear it. And you wanna know why it is? It's because that way I don't have to look at myself. And I was like, ouch, oh my God. Like
That's rough.
Mark's been lashing out because he doesn't want to deal with Mark. Mark
Yeah.
has been doing Moon
Moon Knight
stuff.
is not the problem.
No, Mark is the problem right now, right? And like Tiger's like, that's a lot,
Damn, Mark. I was kind of like just hoping for a booty call.
right?
Anyway.
Good luck with all that.
She's got some time. She's like, I'll hang out with you, Mark, because like he's like the only person who'll hang out with me is a teenage vampire who doesn't really like me. She's like, I'll stick with you. She also has a kid, but like he's off. He's got something. She will stay for the rest of the book.
Aw.
Which is freaking awesome. And like a lot of their relationship will develop and it's kind of cool and it's fun. Remember how before I mentioned the idea that like she's concerned about his DID and the fact that like he is extraordinarily high functioning. And so like he has a higher stress threshold.
Yeah.
But like she finds also that like because of all of this that he's not being totally open and honest, and that like she feels like this isn't working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that he can just sort of bear the brunt of it.
Yeah, he's just like
You don't
whatever.
have to really do.
And he can fend her off. Like
Yes.
she's not gonna be able to break through if he doesn't want her
Exactly. When he gets back to the Midnight Mission after his therapy session, he's like in a mood. He's definitely in a mood. Like he's in a big bad mood, and mentions that like. Or Reese tells him that Terry's in his office and he looks pretty scared and he's like, great, because like there's nothing scarier on the streets tonight than me. Like I am ready to mess something up.
to. Okay.
So he goes in there and Terry's like, listen, like I don't know how to tell you this, but like the fact is I think I know who's the person who's after you. I think it's Soldier.
What?
In this one, we're going to cut back and forth between he and his therapist a little bit more because he's just like, when she says like, I don't think this is like, you're not being honest with me. He's like, I don't get it. He's like, I've done multiple brain like imaging sessions. Like I've logged my dissociative episodes. I'm completely transparent with you. And she's like, yeah, that's not really what I'm talking about. Like you're always eluding the point of what we're trying to get to. And so like eventually he's like, fine, just ask me, what is it? And she's like, why are you so unhappy? Which I was like, oh no, don't ask Mark that.
Where do I begin?
Right? So let me get to the point of where like that goes to, right? Because he proceeds to tell a story about his father. He was a Jewish rabbi, and he's like,
And a drinker.
He was the he was the kindest, gentlest man I've ever known. Like he was never anything but nice to me.
He was a super nice man.
He despised violence, and because of that, Mark thought he was weak.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so he held his dad in contempt.
Yeah, he's like he was a weak man serving an indifferent God.
Whereas I'm a strong man serving a aloof god.
Right? Well, he's like, all the stories about my religion. He's just like, we lost our homes, we lost our land, we were in all these things, right? And he's like, and my dad was like, yeah, that guy.
And we're supposed to just take it on the chin.
100%. We don't fight back. And he's like, and it talks about like how his dad was always like, perseverance was our greatest quality and blah, 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 blah. And he never gave up his faith and all this stuff, right? He's like, so when I died, he's like, can you blame me for like accepting Khonshu's offer? Because it was like, I set aside a god who let horrible things happen to his people for one who was never seen, never heard from, for one that showed up and was just like, come with me, we're gonna get shit done. Yeah, okay.
100%.
Fair.
Totally.
Yeah.
Except then later on, like she goes like, well, do you regret that? And he's like,
But then he wanted you to take over the world.
well, and everything. He's like, yeah, of course I do. Khonshu sucks.
Yeah.
He's like, I got my life back, and what did it do for me? Like, he buried his father, he killed his brother, all these things. And he goes over.
Killed his brother?
Don't worry about that.
That's one of those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he talks about his his previous crew, who most people who read previous Moon Knight runs know about, like Frenchie and like Marlene and all that, right? Like talks about all of them and how like Khonshu did us no favors, and like those are the people he's talking about when he's like, bad thing happened to those people because of me. And at the end,
I'm the problem.
right? And like at the end of the day, like Khonshu has cost me everything. Hang on. Is it in here or is it in the next set? Because there's like a really poignant, amazing. Okay, it must be in here. So he talks about his dad and like how much he's like Khonshu doesn't help me. And the fact is, like, when my dad died, he kept his faith, and I thought him weak. But when I died, I gave everything up in service of a second chance to live. Who among us is the weak one? Like, I abandoned everything I was brought up to believe and who I was supposed to be, just to live again. And I'm like, this is cool. Like, Moon Knight really doesn't like himself. Mark really doesn't like who he is. And he's really reflecting, especially post what happened in the Avengers, on his, like, choices.
Yeah.
Choices. We make them.
And he also, like, he lived his entire life believing that the God he followed wasn't right. That he was, that they did his people dirty.
Right? Or that, like he had no respect for his dad. And I think he realizes now, he's just like, I could have had an actual good relationship with my father, and I don't.
Yeah. For no good reason.
For no good reason.
Yeah.
Right? And the father-son thing comes up again, like that type of relationship in the rest of this series, which is kind of cool. So anyway, when Mark busts into what they, like, the room across the street, right?
Yes.
There's, like, all this crazy equipment there. There's, like, high-tech, like, recording equipment and parabolic microphones and all these things, surveillance gear. And there's a photo of Soldier with Hydra folks. And he's got all these tattoos on him.
Hydra?
So now you know what those blocks were.
Oh, he's covering up his Hydra tattoos?
Covered up the Hydra tattoos.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. And so Mark is like, all right, so I got to go track down, like, Soldier. Where am I going to go first? You know what? I'm going to go see his mom. Because, like, in his mind, he's just like, a boy's best friend is his mother. That's what he says out loud. And Reese is like, no one says that.
No one's ever said that.
No one says that.
No one in the history of the world has ever said that.
And so we see them, like, they sit down and
I bet she makes great soup, though.
Probably.
Right?
Hi, Mrs. Soldier, I'm here. My name's Mark. I'm a friend of your son's. Do you have
Kind of.
I'm hungry.
She gives him...
You're a mom, you have to make me something.
Well, she did. She had muffins ready to
There you
go.
go.
She just had muffins.
I lay claim to at least one of those muffins. I'm your friend of your son's. You have to give that to me.
And this one's for Khonshu.
And this one's for the other Fist of Khonshu. I know him. I'll give it to him.
I'm taking all three
He
muffins.
also likes muffins, I'm sure.
These muffins
I
are
don't
mine.
know. I don't really know.
Oh, and I have a friend at home. She's vegan.
So he has a conversation with her. We don't know what happens in this conversation at all. And then he's like, hang on a second. He checks his phone and it says, warning, perimeter alarm, midnight mission.
Uh-oh.
And so previous to Mark going over there, he tells Reese, to talk to Soldier's mom, he tells Reese to head out and to go somewhere safe and call Tigra. The midnight mission is not safe right now.
Yeah.
So Moon Knight goes into the sewers, right?
Gross.
Because he's like, I'm gonna go down there. I think he sees that the sewer hole is open.
Oh, Mark, your white suit. What are you doing?
Oh, no.
That's fine. And so he crawls through there, and then he comes up the way that whoever probably got in the back of, like, the, his main little parlor there. And, like, he hears something and ends up seeing Soldier chained to a radiator. And there's, like, a walkie-talkie that's like, it wasn't Twist, it wasn't Soldier, you idiot.
Oh, my God.
You dumbass.
Oh, my God. You are so easy to manipulate.
Right? And, like, Soldier's like, there's a bomb, you have to get out of here. He's like, just go, it's fine, leave me here.
Yeah, because I'm a piece of shit, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Because I work for Hydra.
And, like, Moon Knight's like, no. So he picks up the walkie-talkie and he goes, Moon Knight goes, I hope you're not real attached to your face, pal. And I'm like,
You're doing that thing again.
huh? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, it's kind of a move of mine.
Yeah, sorry. Aren't you trying to, like, work on yourself? Like, be a better person?
I'm just trying to be the real me.
Here's the thing.
Maybe the real me peels faces.
Yeah, I'm just leaning
I've been
in.
fighting too many people recently, and if more people know that I take faces off,
Yeah.
maybe they'll leave me that whole
Oh,
Right.
face. You took one face off, okay? You're not like a taken face off guy.
Yeah, but I took his face off.
I feel like if you take one,
You are a face taker.
you're allowed to be known as that. You might as well be the face stealer at that
Oh,
point.
okay.
I took one. I might as well take them all.
Oh, I have to have all the faces. Put them up on the wall like my Funkos.
Is there a saw blade that's that's only thick enough to cut through his ankle?
Right? No, there's nothing like that.
Except
but
it's his neck.
No, what it is there is a bomb. He's not lying about that. There is in fact a bomb.
Somewhere
but it's
in some city.
No, it's here. It's
Oh,
right
okay.
here. And he's like, and so you have two options. You do not have enough time to get him out of here. So you can either, one, leave and save your skin, and everybody gets to know exactly who you are, or two, die. You can't pull it, hard and chained, and he also put epoxy in the keyhole, so you can't pick it. You can't even get in there.
You would need like bolt cutters, which
Which Moon Knight
Or
does not
standard
have on,
Moon Knight
yeah,
kit.
it's not really on the kit.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you always have them in your house.
I have moons. I have tiny moons.
okay. Good luck getting enough force behind those to
Right?
cut this chain. Okay.
He also says, he's like, that photo though, I planted that was real. That was the photo,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. He is a Hydra guy.
No, he's definitely that. So like Moon Knight's like, I'm gonna need you to pull on this chain as hard as you can. And that's when Soldier's like, I'm not worth it, man. Like, just save yourself. And he's like, I just came from your mom's place, and I'm not gonna go back there and tell you got blown up. Like, so pull on the chain. He has a like a plasma torch, and so he's like, let's find out what finishes first, the cell on this or the bomb's timer. Here we go.
Nice.
So I love this set of panels where it's just like we're just cutting back and forth between like just seeing different, like Moon Knight working, Soldier freaking out. We see Reese outside. We see the chain being cut. We see the walkie-talkie as the voice on the other side just keeps going tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Right?
Has the voice given him any reason for why it's doing this?
He's just like, I mean, do you need one right now?
Yeah. I'm the bad guy.
Admittedly, the others, like at least Holly told me I wanted to break you.
Right.
Like he wants to break you.
Right.
So that's what I'm here for.
Right.
There's a big explosion. Of course they got out safe.
Yes.
They went through
got
the
out just in
sewers,
time.
and there they are. And when he comes up, he sees Terry, and Terry's like, I underestimated you. This is gonna be great. What? And Moon Knight's like, Terry? And he's like, no, you jerk. What? No, Terry doesn't exist. Call me Zodiac. I'm Zodiac.
Who's Zodiac?
Zodiac was a guy from Dark Reign. He like messed around with Norman Osborn, and then literally out of nowhere just decides I'm gonna mess with Moon Knight.
Oh.
Because that's who he is. He's just like,
Okay.
I'm gonna mess with
Oh.
Moon Knight now.
Like the Zodiac killer, or
No,
just Zodiac?
just Zodiac.
Does he take people over? Like how is or Terry was just a made up name? It was always Zodiac?
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he
was
looks
just,
like?
No, he was just always.
Oh.
He doesn't know this guy at all.
And-
he doesn't know Zodiac.
And he also wears a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean
Lots of mask-based villains for Moon Knight.
For Moon Knight, yeah.
Does he not have a face under there? Is that the face that he took?
No, we see his face. We saw
Yeah, we
Terry.
saw
Terry was
Terry.
running around.
I assumed
Terry-
that was a fake face.
Terry
no,
was-
that's just him.
Terry was one of the teenagers? Is he a
No.
vampire? Oh no.
No,
he's
Terry
just
was
a guy.
Terry was the person who came to him first to tell him about the vampires.
Oh, okay. All
Terry
right.
has been breadcrumbing this whole time.
Oh.
So anyway, they posture each other. Moon is like, I'm gonna kill you, and he's like, that's awesome. That's all I wanted to hear about. I just yes, let's go. Let me have it. Give it a shot. Come on. Are you gonna cut my face off? Come on, do it.
I know you like to do that.
And then Moon Knight's like, if you're gonna kill me, man, I'm just gonna come back, and then I'm gonna put you through a wood chipper. And he's like, that's a waste. I'm not gonna kill you, man. Like,
No, because he
I
will just come back.
He's like, I want to break you. I want to help you.
Help you
It's kind of
what?
like Joker and Batman. Sometimes when the Joker's like, no, there's so much clutter. We gotta go back to us.
Right.
So it's like, there is no us.
What are you talking about,
What?
man? You're
He's like, you
Zodiac.
have so much potential, Moon Knight. I can see it. You could be something. You really could. But you can't get out of your way of your own hypocrisy.
I mean, he ain't wrong about that.
Why is he so interested in Moon Knight?
Because Zodiac.
Yeah, he's just
that's
focused
just my
on him.
thing.
It's just I'm hyper focused on you right now.
Yeah.
So we see Reese go running. She like goes up to a door. She's banging on the door.
Oh, because the sun's coming out.
Right. She's like, oh God, let me in. No, it's still nighttime. She's like, she has a conversation with the door where she's just like, listen, open up. Like, I know, like, you don't want me to be here. I don't want to be here. He doesn't like you. You don't like him. But the fact is, he needs you now, and you got to get your ass in gear. Moon Knight is definitely getting his butt kicked. And so, like, in order to motivate him, Zodiac's like, so, I'm going to help you out here a little bit. I am going to go and kill Soldier in front of you. I'm going to use my knife, and I'm going to work him over. And that's when Hunter's Moon shows up.
Yay.
And
I thought it was going to be Werewolf by Night.
No. Oh,
I literally thought it was going to be like werewolves and vampires working together to save Moon Knight.
Right? No. It's Hunter's Moon. He rolls up, and he's like, I think not, bitch.
Nice.
And, like, he's like, stay down. You're fine. Like, you're good.
I got this.
And, like, I love this because, freaking Zodiac is just like, I always felt that one. He calls him Moon Knight Jr. And he's like, I still owe you from last time because Terry was there when Hunter's Moon attacked. And he's like, yeah. But, like, the fact is, I gotta go. Because, like, obviously he wasn't prepared for this. So he postures that he's just like, I gotta get out of here. So I'm gonna go. So he...
Anyway, I'm going to be late, so I think I hear my mom calling me.
Yeah. So he leaves, right? And that's when we get the sequence where we learn more about Dr. Badr's background.
Right.
And I like this because we do see Khonshu.
Oh.
As Mark is unconscious, he calls out to him, and he's just like my son. And I love it. I love Capuccio's version of Khonshu. You see more of it later in the series.
Like Splinter.
It's just, yes, my son.
My son.
But he looks dope.
Yeah.
He looks dope. There are some moments... Ooh.
I love you all.
Ooh.
My sons.
Super creepy.
Yeah, both of you. So we get that sequence, and essentially,
only two, of course.
yes,
Just two there are.
are there more?
What? No, of course not. I only have two fists, and maybe like a third hand somewhere.
Okay. Hunter's Moon explains, he's like, listen, I don't like you, and we don't get along, and like
But I took an oath.
but I don't respect you. No, it's not even that. He's like, we have the same father, and that makes us brothers, and so like, I had to come to your aid, and I was like, cool.
We're not going to Cain and Abel this, right?
No. Thankfully not. We don't do that. But that said, the Midnight Mission has exploded, right?
Right.
Like, it is.
Yeah,
gone.
there was
And he
bomb.
lost all his money,
Yes.
so that's now a problem.
So, by the way that Dr. Badr takes care of him is he like treats all of his wounds, but then he also wraps him like a mummy.
it's kind of my thing.
That's just a lot of gauze. I'm making sure you're fully bandaged.
Yeah, I just want that. No, he puts him like, and then he puts him into like the sarcophagus, and he's just like, this is the
Your
ancient Khonshu,
healing
right?
chamber.
Yeah. This is sensory deprivation. Sarcophagus.
You're going into a healing coma.
He just he performs what he calls the ancient rites of Khonshu, and so he's like, by the next night, like the next moonrise, you will be healed.
And if not, I'm pulling your brains out of your nose.
And we get to see.
That's what they do.
That's I'm just saying.
It's one or the other.
I didn't make the rules.
I mean, you're supposed to do that first, but fine. Moon Knight sees Khonshu again, and like this time he says, like, my son, I miss you.
Oh.
Pay me a visit soon.
Like in Asgard? Interesting.
So Moon Knight wakes up, and he's like, Moon Knight thanks him. He's like, thanks. He's like, listen, I'm not certain that like you deserve the title that you have, but like I said, we're brothers, so cool. So this is kind of like the wrap up for this like volume where you're just like, this is like a great rap party, but like trust me, there is more and greater to come when it comes to this series, because like he comes outside, Greer is there, Tigra, Reese is there, and like he says that like it was a brave thing that Reese did going to get Hunter's Moon, and like that's really cool of you to do that, and that like obviously Zodiac is going to be a problem, and like,
You're like, oh no, Zodiac? Oh no, we found him and killed him.
yeah.
Yeah, Tigra ripped his throat
That is
out.
not what happened at all, and he will become a continual problem. That Terry, like the idea like has the mask was that Terry was the mask, like, but not really. Like that was his face,
Right.
But like his true face was that of the Zodiac.
Much
mask.
like what Mark was referencing before. Like,
And,
no,
like-
I am Moon Knight.
Yeah, and like Moon Knight feels bad. He's like, I'm really sorry, like that because like Reese knew Terry in a way, and so she's like, I'm sorry about that. Like it sucks and it hurts, and Tiger's like, well, now what are you gonna do? Like you don't have you have like husk of a building, and Moon Knight just goes, nothing has changed, and then he walks down the street, and this is freaking dope, and I love it. He's just walking down the street in his like neighborhood, in his territory, and everyone's just like, "Hey, Mr. Knight. Hey, thanks so much for everything. Glad you're okay, Mr. Knight. We were worried about you, Mr. Knight." Like everybody is happy to see Moon Knight.
He also looks like he's glowing.
Well, he often does. That's the colorist. I don't know who the colorist on this, or it is Cappuccio, but it's just the art team on this. Rachel Rosenberg. So Rosenberg and Cappuccio often will put in that glow, and I love it. It's so good. It's so good. And you see that they've kind of cleaned up the mission a little bit. Soldier's like, listen, like, I've got a really dirty history, and like, you saved my life twice now, and you saved my mom, and like, I'm your guy now. Whatever you need, I'm here. Like, I'm with
like
you.
Moon Knight Jr.
Yeah, like, I'm just like, whatever you need, like, I owe this to you. I'm with you. And Reese is like, what are you doing, man? And he reaches in and he grabs a folding chair and he goes into the wreckage of the Midnight Mission. And he's just like, we don't have a building, but we still have a mission, man. And if Zodiac's coming for me, he knows where to find me. And he puts it down and he just goes, I'm Moon Knight and I'm not going anywhere. And they're just like, because this is going to go on for another 30 frickin' issues and it's going to be dope and it's going to go all kinds of places. Here's what's funny about this series, other than I freaking love it. I love this one. I think this is like, and a lot of people have said this is maybe not like the best Moon Knight run for them, but a lot of folks are like, this is my favorite. Some people are like, it's a good one, it's up there, but like, obviously because it's the only one I've read, this is like toppers, because it's like, in my opinion, new reader friendly, but also like new reader friendly in the way where it makes you want to know more. It's like they drop these little like bits about his history, and it's just like,
oh, maybe I'll go back and read some old Moon Knight
I do want to know
stuff.
about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I do want to know, without over annotating. It's up to you if you want to dig deeper.
Right.
And I appreciate that. McKay is like, I'm not going to let you drown, but I'm also not going to hold your hand. And I'm like, that's so cool. It's just such a great series. Sal said to me, and like, really, this is an audience is going to have to decide, because he was like, maybe this could be like your Ultimate Spider-Man, where if everybody wants the rest of the volumes, we'll do the rest of the volumes. Because I freaking love this series, and I think it deserves all the flowers it should get, because I'm telling you, it is a Herculean effort to write something as consistently as this series has been.
Wow.
It has been consistently good. It has been consistently like just well-paced. Events have happened around it. He gets in the next few issues, or in the next few issues, he gets dragged into an event that's not his, and we just keep going. We just keep moving through it, right? We just keep going, and then when McKay writes his own event, he seamlessly pulls this into it in a way that it's like, oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
What event is that?
Blood Hunt.
Oh, right, Blood Hunt. I don't know anything about that.
Which is funny, because they did a similar thing in Marvel Rivals.
Oh,
Yeah, called Sweat Hunt.
No, ew, no.
They should do Sweat Hunt.
Nobody wants,
With
no.
the sweat guy.
Do not put the sweat guy
Put
in.
his brain back and do Sweat Hunt.
Nobody wants sweat guy. I don't want sweat guy. I definitely don't want sweat guy. But yeah, I love this series. I think like this is easily the best thing Jed McKay's ever written. And again, I know it comes from a place of just sheer love. Some people, when they love a character too much, they kind of get in their own way. This is just a love letter to this character. Yeah, it's just so good. It's just so freaking good. Love it. I know you wanted to do the Warren Ellis one. I know. But how'd you feel?
I could just go pick it up,
Yeah.
read it myself. Oh, it was good. It's really cool.
Right?
I really like the atmosphere and the psychological stuff.
Yeah. I like what it touches upon and where it goes in terms of like what he's going through.
Yeah. I can also tell you that like this is much like, I mean, a lot of our modern comics are written like this, where there's a long game. There's a long game for this. Things that are set up at the start of this will be paid off for a while.
Yeah. And it's not set up for like a 6-issue series or a 12-issue series. It's set up for a while.
100%. That is what this is about. And I like McKay's writing for the characters. Like, yes, a lot of them are like sarcastic and sharp, like tongued, but not all of them. And like Moon Knight, it's interesting throughout this series, Moon Knight acts kind of like a real person in that like when he has like a character breakthrough, it doesn't always take the first time. Like just because he works through something doesn't mean sometimes he's not going to stumble backwards. And I'm like, that's really cool, because that is so human. And it's really, there is an emphasis on this where it's just like, this is just a guy who deals with a god.
Yeah.
Who's like kind of a messed up god, for sure.
And is in God prison.
Yeah, and is in God prison.
It takes it completely seriously, but makes it like real.
Yeah.
Right. If there were gods like Khonshu, this
Yeah.
is what it would be like.
Yeah, it would
to
be-
interact with them.
It would be like that to interact like where and like having I think initially
And
when
no
he
one's
added
like, is that? But yeah, but is it like really a god? No, there's superheroes and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. You're dealing with that.
no,
like that happened.
That did happen.
Yeah.
Khonshu did happen.
Yeah.
When Hunter's Moon first rolled onto the scene, initially I was just like, are we doing that thing where it's like you feel like you have to invent a character? But then when you get to know Hunter's Moon and you see him even in these issues like as like a foil to Mark, I'm like I get it. I get why you're here. Because it's like we only know Moon Knight, like either Moon Knight the Diligent Son or Moon Knight the guy who's like rallying against Khonshu.
Right.
And here's a guy who so firmly believes
Yeah.
in what Khonshu represents and what he should be doing. And like Mark is just like yo.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
should you be?
Yeah, but
I'm
Like-
just saying.
well, he represents a version of Moon Knight where like that Moon Knight kind of went to when he helped Khonshu
Yeah.
try to take over the world.
But
And
even
it's like, but he didn't like fully buy it,
No, he
right?
didn't
did it
fully
because he
buy
felt like
in.
he had to, not
And-
because he like wanted to.
right? And it's also like an interesting like parallel too because it's like Hunter's Moon, regardless of how you feel about him and his beliefs, he is a success at what he does. That is what he's supposed to do. And Moon Knight even fails being a servant of Khonshu sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Mark Spector fails at a lot of things, and if he's in a place right now where he doesn't like who he is, like I'm not gonna like the guy who's better at the job I thought I was the only one who had.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and like this guy is like going all in, and he's like he's happy. And Mark Spector is like, oh, should I do the Khonshu stuff? I'm not, and he's like miserable because he's like
Yeah,
questioning it.
he's
So this
just-
is like, should I just do that? Like, should I just go all in on the Khonshu stuff like this
Right.
guy?
And I think it's also like, you know, like Khonshu lies to him a lot, and he's like, and now you lied about basically having another kid.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell, man? Come
Yeah,
on.
Khonshu is very manipulative.
Do not be thrown off by the other titles. So there's Moon Knight, and then there's Vengeance of Moon Knight. Then there's Phases of the Moon Knight, and then there's the Fist of Khonshu Moon Knight. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the like this. You read this first.
Yeah. Midnight Mission.
You read just this, right? And then you roll into Vengeance of the Moon Knight, right? From there, you may also want to pick up some of the Blood Hunt stuff because that's going to fall right in the center of that. You finish up Vengeance of the Moon Knight. Phases of the Moon Knight? That's up to you. You don't have to read that. It's a bunch of like background stories written by a whole bunch of different creators, one of which is Jed McKay.
Oh.
But it doesn't really
Phases of the Moon Knight is a good name for something like that.
Right?
That's kind of cool.
But it's like you don't really need it for this story. And then after that, you go on to Fist of Khonshu.
All right, and that's what's happening now, or that just ended?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm still
We're
reading
in
Fist of Khonshu, and a new, from the time of us recording this, a new issue just came out this past Wednesday, and I'm still loving it.
Nice.
The artists have changed up, like I said, and we're doing like a totally different story now, but I love it. Because it's like, you know, we do this, then we get kind of wrapped up in that crazy Blood Hunt event, and then we're going to bring it back to the streets. It's really cool. I really like it. Again, pacing is spectacular, but don't be thrown off. If you want to jump into this, just read the first 30 issues, grab the annuals as well, and then you can go from there. Like, that is that. Don't get confused by these random titles. None of that reads concurrently.
Right.
It's just this, then this, then this. They just kept... There's reasons. There's, like, technical reasons for why they did it. Also, new #1, sell more.
Yeah.
Also, monetary reasons. But yeah, good stuff.
Cool.
At the end of issue 30, like I said, there's a really great letter. I highly recommend if you enjoyed it to read it. It's from Jed McKay, just talking about what an awesome opportunity it was to do this. So really dope.
Is this book like doing well? I mean, it must be if it's still going.
I think
well enough.
listen, yes, it's doing well enough.
Yeah.
I don't think Moon Knight sells big numbers
Yeah.
necessarily,
Probably not, yeah.
but I think Moon Knight fans are pretty happy with this book. And like I said, like it is, I personally believe, as someone who came into it with like a really basic knowledge of Moon Knight, that like this is a great entry point to see if you like the character and what you're interested in. And again, he's going to mention a lot of things, and that might be enough for you to go like, ooh, let me look up what run that was in. Ooh, let me look up what run that is in, because McKay knows all this stuff, so he wants to litter his book with references and history and things that people revere. So it's
Right.
I think this is a solid place to start. If you've ever been interested in Moon Knight, grab at least volume 1. I think it's just completely worth dropping a bit of cash on, for sure. And again, like I said, the Capuccio art, like when it sings, it blows you away.
Yeah. There's a lot of really good panels.
Yeah, well, Moon Knight stuff is...
Moon Knight's such a cool looking character. It's
Right.
Yeah.
Like, he just is. Like, it's...
Yeah.
And picking an artist that uses such deep shadows and such a very distinct way of shading just highlights it when the Moon Knight suit is there.
Yeah.
That is Moon Knight. Jed McKay, Volume 1. It's called The Midnight Mission, I believe. There's
We'll
gonna
put a link in the description.
In the description and in a comment, I'm sure we'll pin something at the top. Please go check it out. I'm telling you, you don't have to know much about him at all, if anything, to jump in on this. You're just gonna have a good time. If you've been reading other stuff by McKay, maybe you're not loving it, trust me. McKay writing for other characters is not the same as McKay writing for Moon Knight, 1,000%. You're getting like top tier, like AAA stuff. His Doctor Strange is very good. Moon Knight, I like his Moon Knight better.
Oh, wow. Where's your moon things? I was expecting to be hit with moon daggers.
I was expecting to be hit with honor.
Not a spring-loaded Doomaflachi.
Well, okay. Go. Well, trust me. Wait till you see what I hit you with later.
It's somebody else's face.
I took it off and I wrapped it around this bat.
It's your own face.
It's sweat.
I picked up a thing or two from the sweat guy.
Here, lick this. No.
What? No.
Oh, come on, you gotta lick it. Lick it. Trust
You
me.
have to lick
Just
it.
trust me.
Okay, listen,
like it.
you're really not swaying me to thinking that you're right for this
Come
job.
on.
Nope.
Why don't you lick this thing?
No.
Come
No.
on.
I'm not gonna do it. You know what
Come
you're
on,
missing
look.
out on.
It glistens.
It's like the best lollipop you've ever had.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think you could handle it anyway.
Fine. Oh,
Oh, come on, just like it.
Ew, no!